You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me that never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play Dope Shit mixed by Dr. Dre. Since I was a youth, I like Compton. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape for two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 298. And before I introduce my very special guest, once again, if you guys haven't checked out the Don Cisco interview, make sure you guys go check that out. I believe that was his first live podcast interview, so make sure you guys check that out. For a lot of these artists, it's their first live podcast interview. I'm not saying they've never been on radio or they never did other podcasts, but we're talking about going live. This is the platform that likes to shine light not only on independent artists, but also on Vrsa. Give Vrsa an opportunity to receive their flowers, to let their light shine upon them, on their work, on everything they've done, and things that they are going to continue to do. So other than that, once again, we had Julio G here, just to kind of give you a quick recap. We had the Freaky Tales. Definitely check that one out. We talked about a certain type of paranormal, I'll just say a certain type of demon that I asked actually the crowd if they can actually name. So make sure you guys go to Freaky Tales and check that one out. Once again, then we had Don Cisco and then News of Norbies, which is always fucking hilarious. Actually, you know what's funny? News of Norbies is good enough to be on MTV. So we're going to have to start tagging MTV, okay? I don't even know why they call it music television. They play no fucking music. So might as well just have us on. I'll talk shit and he eats Taco Bell. So other than that, you know what? If we have anything else that we want to cover, members. Once again, I think we have over about 130 members now. And we've only opened the doors for about 2 weeks. So I want to thank everybody for becoming a member. And if you want to become a member, receive exclusive content behind the scene, things, sitting in the park, ghetto sports, the Roadium Mixtape Documixery, behind the scenes of the Chicano rap. Everything's going to be uploaded soon. We have a lot of content now. We're going to be interviewing people that we've already interviewed and other people that we haven't interviewed exclusively for you guys. Okay. And other than that, once again, become a member. It costs more to buy a cup of coffee at Starbucks than to become a member at Roadium Radio. So once again, without further ado, please allow me to introduce 298 episode of Roadium Radio, all the way from the Central Valley, Vrsa. How you doing, Vrsa?
All right, man. First of all, man, I'm feeling blessed, man. I appreciate you having me here today, man.
All good.
Very appreciative of the opportunity, big dog. Because, like I said, you're came to realize that you're a legend in this game, man, and you're that guy for us, man. You definitely helped pave the way, man, when nobody was giving you the credit,
Thank you, man. I greatly appreciate that. You know what? I received that, man. So thank you. Your words are a blessing. Your words are humbling. So once again, I want to thank you. Today is Sunday. I watched a lot of basketball. Miami beat the Knicks at New York, and Golden State won Game 7 against Sacramento Kings. So the Lakers play Golden State, I believe, Wednesday. Did you watch any basketball at all?
No, man. I've been working a lot, man. I've been kind of lightweight keeping up. I'll ask people and stuff, and I do Uber and Lyft in the Bay, so that's what I do. It gives me the freedom to be able to do this, and it pays well enough to pursue the dream. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'll be asking people all the time, like, "Hey, did you watch the game? What happened?" That kind of thing. So that's how I lightweight keep up on it.
That'll work. So how was your Sunday like so far? Well, you know what? Let's back up to Friday. Walk us through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What was your weekend like so far?
Man, like I said, nothing but work, big dog. Fucking 12 to 15 hours probably between those time
Really?
frames. Yeah, I be putting in work, big dog. Just trying to make it happen. And just that, thinking about this, and the show, the low performance that I had earlier with Lex Lucrative.
Oh, okay. Tell us about that. What was it? Was it a festival? Was it a club?
Yes, it's the Hope Festival. Hope Festival. So they had a pretty good sized crowd, man. I'd say probably like a solid at least 500 people there. It was dope, man. They had a lot of the crew from what's it called, the Mayans, right? They had Baby Bash. They obviously Lex Lucrative, Jamie, other performing artists, and it was a dope experience.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw the flyer, bro.
Oh, okay.
I think was Baby Bash like the headliner?
Yeah.
Okay, and where was this at?
This was over in Lancaster.
Oh, okay. Now, how was your driving over here? Because you drove from the Central Valley, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what time did you leave?
Today I left probably, what was it? I was there 1:30, so I probably left right around 11 to 11:30, somewhere around there.
But how many hours is it from there to Lancaster?
From there, probably about, I think it was 2.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was farther.
Oh, no. I mean, it was probably about 2.5. The traffic was cool. It's, I left with a little bit, I left a little in advance of what I was telling you, and LA traffic happens, and it sent me back a little bit, but we here.
Oh, dude, LA traffic, bro, you can look at GPS and like, okay, I'll be there in about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, bro, will turn into 4 hours, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just the way it is, though. But but I wouldn't want to live anywhere else other than LA. I'm a city boy, bro.
I've told people that, like, if I had a choice of living wherever I want to live without really having to worry about finances, it'd probably be this area. It's a dope area.
No, it is, bro. But here's the thing now. Okay, like I went to go stay at my boy Dominator's house. DJ Dominator, much love and respect to that guy. And where he lives is in Santa Maria.
Yeah.
It's too quiet there for me, bro.
Okay.
It's too quiet. I was waking up in the middle of the night because I wasn't hearing the ghetto bird, the fucking sirens, cars fucking jamming real quick, 100 miles per hour, fucking bumping. I'm not your puppet, But I'm used to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just too quiet. I just needed to hear somebody yell, somebody throw a bottle at somebody or something.
I was literally just telling the boy too. I was like, "Oh, this looks like an all right area,
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't let that fool you.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
But that's like any other hood, bro. You got your two nice blocks, and then the rest looks like fucking Lebanon.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. But I've been blessed to live here, bro, and I love my city, and my city got love for me, and I'm still here.
That's right.
And that's one thing that a lot of people go, "Hey, man, so you still live in your neighborhood?" Yeah, a lot of people still trip out on that. Why that is, I don't know. I know a lot of people like to move out of their neighborhood, but I never had no problems or issues here, bro.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. What about you? Where originally are you from, bro?
I was born in Mexico. I was brought as a baby though, so I didn't, I didn't spend much time over there aside from like little vacations that we had going on.
Okay.
But yeah, I was probably
what part of Mexico?
Colima.
Okay.
It's hard to find anybody that's from Colima, man. It seems like everybody that I meet is from Michoacan.
And
that's number one.
It's true, Michoacan.
Yeah.
But in the 90s, I met a gang of shorties from
Colima.
Colima. Yes, I did.
Well, I hope they look good.
Yes. Oh no, they did. But that makes you a Mexican citizen, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes you a Mexican citizen. I have a question for you, okay? Because this always comes up.
Okay.
So you were born there.
Okay.
You come over here as a baby.
Yeah.
You're a Chicano now. Okay.
Yeah, I've always wondered, like, well, where do I fit in with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
But technically, you're a Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay, see, with me, half of my family was born in Mexico. When it came to me, I was born here. So that kind of disqualified me from being a Mexican citizen.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, I still have the same fucking blood.
Yeah.
They just moved locations and I was born here.
Yeah.
But, oh well. But you know what, man? So now, so you were raised up. So your family came from Mexico. Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. Your family came from Mexico, and where did they live?
Colima.
No, from Colima.
Visalia. Yeah.
Okay,
we went straight to
Visalia.
Visalia. Yeah.
So that's where you grew up?
Yeah, that's where I grew up. That's where we landed first. I mean, obviously, there's land in between. Whatever caused my dad to land right there, I don't know what it was, but that's where we ended up.
Did you ever ask him?
No, I never asked him. I never asked him because I know he's got family here in this area. So this is a area where a lot of people end up at. But I never asked him specifically why.
Yeah, it's weird because my dad, we first went to Compton, so I was wondering what the fuck did you eat in Compton?
Yeah.
So Then I was there till I was about 9. Then we came over here. But I kind of know why we lived here was because on the weekends when he wasn't working, he would bring us to Wilmington to play at the park right here. So there's a park around the corner that I've been going there since I've been like not even 1 year old. And there's a restaurant where they used to come eat down the street. Now here's the crazy part. I live around the corner from the park now, and the guy who owned the restaurant became my best friend.
That's dope.
It's crazy, like, so it kind of like was meant to be. So did you guys move around at all, or were you there at Visalia the whole time?
We moved within Visalia, but started off in some apartments off of Houston and Ben Maddox. Went over to North Central, spent about 12 years right there. Spent another like 3-4 years in an area called Birdland in Visalia, and then from there I went to the military and just kind of started doing my own thing.
You a military guy?
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, do you have a lot of brothers and sisters?
I have 4 brothers, no sisters.
Now, where are you at amongst the brothers?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Yeah, the oldest.
How old is the youngest?
The youngest is 16, 17.
Wow.
So there was a large gap. I mean, there was a good little gap, and then there's a 23, 20. I think he's 23, 24 years old, and then there was another gap, and then my last little brother.
How does it feel being an older brother, bro? I mean, because the weight falls on you to protect those guys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never felt that weight. It was cool, for the most part. We never really fought like that. Obviously, always had little disagreements and stuff,
right.
But out of the whole time, I really only fought one of my brothers one time, and that was it.
Was it a fist fight?
I used gloves because I was older than him, so I used gloves and he used his fist.
Okay, here's the crazy part, bro. I got 5 older brothers, okay? Well, like 2 of them, I wanted to throw putazos. Like, I really did, because they got under my fucking skin. When we would fight, it would be just like more wrestling, headlocks, kicks, and shit like that.
Yeah.
None of us really had the balls enough to throw like a swing.
Yeah.
But the one day that I finally had the balls enough, bro, let me tell you, he must have knew that he had it coming because he bobbed and weaved, bro, and I missed.
No boxing experience?
No, he had no boxing, and he missed, and I missed, bro.
Damn.
Bro, this motherfucker came all the way from Compton, bro. Like, I was about to sock his ass. But yeah, I think I would have hurt him, but anyways. Now, military, what made you go to the military? And was this obviously right out of high school, correct?
Not right out of high school. I think I was, I want to say I had just turned, well, I enlisted when I was 19 and I left when I was 20. So it was like a 6-month process in between. And in the meantime, I ended up being, 20 years old.
And what branch was this?
Army.
Why the Army, bro? Like, why not Marines?
Okay,
why not?
I mean, just like most people, the Marines catches your attention because they're those guys, you know what I'm saying? So originally out of high school, I did try to go to the Marines. I was going through their little training, whatever, their PT, all that stuff.
Right.
In the process, right, I ended up, I called up the recruiter one day and I told him, hey, I'm gonna go get a tattoo today. I'm not gonna make it a PT. He's like, all right, cool. Just give me a call after you're done.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me nothing else. All right. So
was this your first tattoo?
Yeah, this was, might have been my second. I'm not sure. It was, no, I think it might have been my second.
Okay.
It was my second. Yeah. And so I got just my last name right here on the back of my neck, right? You can see it's not too visible.
Yeah, I see it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too visible. It's nothing crazy. So I called him up after, and he's like, oh, so what'd you get? Where'd you get it? And I told him, he's like, man, you might have just got yourself disqualified. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, I told you didn't tell me there was any restrictions. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So he's like, all right, well, we'll just, we'll see if we can get you in. We'll do whatever little, I don't know what they would call it, some type of paper. I don't know, essay. It was like an essay that I had to write. So I ended up doing that. Go back like a week later because I wasn't hearing nothing. Talked to the gunnery sergeant. He's like, man, yeah, they didn't approve it, So I was like, all right, well, shit, I guess. He's like, well, have you ever thought of maybe going to the Air Force? He's like, whatever you do, just don't go to the Army. Because, they got their little funk between each other. Right. So I was like, all right, well, shit, I'll give it a try, We went over to the next door to the office, and the guy just looked at it. He's like, yeah, he ain't going to get in.
Really?
Like, all right, yeah. I was like, all right, shit, I guess I'll go to school. So I went to school for a couple years, and then I was like, man, I just don't know what I still want to do with my life, So I was like, fuck it, I'll go back to the Marine Corps office, see if they accept me this time around. He's like, yeah, if they didn't accept you the first time, you probably won't get in. I was like, all right, well, Army it is, and that's where I went.
How many years were you in the Army?
3 years, 4 months.
Did you get a chance to travel anywhere?
I mean, I was stationed in Washington, but we did go to Afghanistan. But as far as like traveling, it's not like they make it seem, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Right.
like you're going to spend a couple years somewhere and then you're going to go somewhere else and then somewhere else. But
Right.
it's not like, oh, you go 1 month and then you go a different month, you know, that type of thing.
How long were you in Afghanistan?
9 months.
9 months?
Yeah.
Did you get to walk around the city and everything?
Yeah, we did a lot of patrolling because I was infantry. So I, you know, those are the guys who, you know, do the patrolling and,
Yeah.
you know, are the most exposed.
What year was that? What you say?
2012 to 2013.
No shit. Was it hot over there, man?
It was the specific area I was at. It was all right. You know, like you were saying earlier, you know, you got your areas. Apparently, we were in an area that kind of was on the outskirts.
Yeah.
We still were outside of a village. Regardless, I always stayed on point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to go home, but not in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I always stayed on point. It was rough though, but as far as like physically and, you know, with the heat and all the shit, like the MREs just ain't very filling as far as like nutrients and shit that you need like that. So,
Right.
but it was rough in that aspect, but it was cool in the aspect that we didn't really see too much. It was mostly the IEDs that you got to look after look out for because you know, those are the most effective weapon for them.
You know, okay, one thing before I switch it up, I just need to ask, did they at all teach you or train you in case any children walk up to you? Because it is an Islamic country.
Yeah.
Okay.
They never trained that. They've, you know, I'd heard stories about it. For me specifically, like I always told myself, like, I'm going home, you know what I'm saying? I'm going home alive. So if that comes to be the case, then forgive me, God, but I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah, okay, now I'm going to share something with you that was told to me by a friend of mine that was a Marine. He was over there for a couple of years. And he said that when he first got there, that they gave him a Quran.
Yeah.
And that they said, you need to read this book. And he was confused, like, why?
Yeah.
He says, because this is what these people believe.
Yeah.
You'll understand them better if you understand this book. So one of the things they said that there was a lot of suicide bombers, but they were using children.
Okay.
They didn't like the U.S. over there.
Yeah.
So this is where he came back pretty fucked up because he said that what they would do, they would strap the children up and have the children run up to you, almost like asking you like for limosna or, you know, like begging or something. But those kids were carrying bombs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were taught to tell them like this. And if they had to tell them a second time, they have to shoot them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a rough one.
It's a rough one, bro.
They did tell us what to look out for as far as like, you know, looking nervous, looking sweaty, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I mean, if I feel like, I don't know, you'd have to be a pretty fucking solid ass person to not show those fucking, you know, those signs. So,
Exactly.
So like I said, I always watched out for that type of stuff.
Oh, okay, now let me ask you, growing up in a Mexican home, what type of music did your mother and your father play when you were growing up as a kid?
Yeah, it was nothing but Mexican music, man. Marco Antonio Solís, Vicente, Los Temeduermes.
Los Temeduermes.
Los Tucanes, Los Tigres, shit like that, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when and at what age, if you can remember, you were introduced to rap?
Yeah, I was thinking about that a few days ago. I was like, man, what was it exactly? I want to say it was probably through MTV, and it was my next door neighbor because he's the one that had the cable, you know what I'm saying?
So he's the one that had the cable.
So my parents would go to work, and we would just, you know, 6:30 in the morning, just go over to his house and, you know, kind of watch whatever my friend was watching. I want to say it was probably like Eminem or something.
And about what year roughly would you say that kind of was?
It was probably like 2000, 2001.
See, you make me feel fucking old, bro. Because I was like, fuck, I was out partying and shit already, you know, getting ready to leave the music and shit. So you said probably like Eminem around there. Okay. Who do you recall around what age would you say you were at that time?
Man, I was probably like 11-ish.
Okay.
11-ish. Yeah.
Okay, 11-ish. All right. Who would you say at that time would the most or your favorite rappers that you would listen to if you had any?
Well, if I had a favorite one, and I was introduced to his music shortly after, and this was already, like I said, 2000, 2001. So this was like 5-6 years after the fact. It was Tupac. Shout out to Rosie if she ever tunes into this, but she's, you know, all the other middle school kids had the binders with the pictures and all that shit, and she had like Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Death Row, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's up with that, you know? And she kind of told me about it, and I started checking out the music. And Tupac, I would say Ice Cube. I fuck with Ice Cube pretty heavy too.
So let's say Tupac, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I mean, I want to ask you how old you are, but people can probably guess you're still a youngster, I believe.
I'm 33. I'm 33.
For reals?
Yeah, I'm 33.
I don't know why, bro. If you wouldn't have told me all them stories, I would have said 24. Honestly, bro.
Thankfully,
this guy looks like a youngster, homie.
It's a blessing.
Yes, it is. Okay, now, as far as you got Tupac, you got Pac. Tupac. You got Ice Cube. If you had your 4 Mount Rushmore rappers,
man.
who would it be?
Shit. And it's always hard to list them just because some people want to base it off of lyricism and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna tell you who
this
I
is yours.
With. Yeah,
Forget what anybody says.
Yeah. Tupac, Eminem, and not in any specific order, but I would say probably Tupac first.
Okay.
Except after that, Tupac, Eminem. Damn.
Okay. Be thinking because
Eminem,
my next question's gonna hit you right between the eyeballs.
Right, Snoop, Ice Cube.
Okay. All good. All spitters, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Mount Rushmore of Chicano rappers.
Oh, damn, that's a good one. See, I was in my area.
And don't be generous. Tell the truth.
In my area, we didn't have too much of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to tell you because the Chicanos I kind of grew up with are different from the Chicanos that you guys grew up with. So, oh man. That's a you just stomped the shit out of me right now, for real.
Okay, now, so you didn't grow up, so safe to say, with Chicano rap?
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I mean, I started listening to a little bit of like the Northern Chicano rap in the high school years. Man.
Who was popping of the Northern Chicano rap back then?
Okay, so I thought at that time, Woody, Big Tone, there was a lot of artists kind of like underneath them, but those were the main two.
Okay, Woody. Okay, I've heard of him.
Woody and Big Tone, yeah.
Most guys that come here,
Sir Dino as well. Yeah.
They will mention Sir Dino, and then Darkroom Familia, meaning whoever was under that umbrella. One thing that trips me out about a lot of Chicano rappers from LA or from out here, they won't tell me live, but they'll tell me after the fact that they were a huge Darkroom Familia.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
But because of who they are out here, they can't publicly come out and say it.
What I will tell you is that the first time I ever heard of a Southsider rapper, was Fresno had this thing called I don't know what it was. It was like a Chicano hour type of music, right? And I came across that one day and I was like, damn, this is pretty dope. The one artist that did stick out to me that I was like, damn, this motherfucker got bars was I believe it was Mr. Shadow.
Okay.
Mr. Shadow. He had that song. Damn, I forget what it was called. He goes, bounce, skate, roll. I'm straight from CA. Who want to stay? Who want to roll? You remember that song? Was it Mr. Shadow?
No,
or Mr. Night. One of the two. I don't know.
I don't know, because you know what? Out here, a lot of guys drop a lot of fucking albums.
Yeah.
So
he's
it's hard.
From San Diego, though.
Yeah, he's from San Diego.
Yeah.
They're both from San Diego.
Yeah.
Night Out and Shadow are both San Diego. So
I want to say it was probably Mr. Shadow.
That's what I'm thinking too, bro. Because that kind of sounds more like his stuff. Yeah. A lot of guys like that. They like him, bro. They also like Little Rob. He's from San Diego as well. I would say that I got hip to Chicano rap. I started hearing about it in 2006.
Okay.
But the Chicanos that were rapping in the 90s, they were never referred to as Chicano rap.
Okay.
And they were never referred to as Southsiders.
Yeah.
They were just artists that just happened to be Vrsa. When 2000s came along, all of that changed.
Yeah.
Chicano rap took on a whole different look, and it's cool, I mean, if that's the way they want to do it, but I liked it better in the 90s because we had such a versatile raza that was rapping.
Yeah.
Come the 2000s, it just seemed like it went from us being on the radio and having club bangers to just some street shit, and the street stuff is cool, but I want to hear
from that to that.
Yes,
that's great.
I want to hear the radio cuts too.
Yeah,
I want to hear the songs that the girls are going to be dancing to as well. And there was really none of that, at least for me. But that's not to take away from those artists. I just believe that there's a lot of raza out there that are very fucking talented, bro. Even today, they're very, very talented. Here's the issue that I have sometimes. I'll meet a guy that's very, very fucking talented, but he has no direction. He doesn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So he just releases single. And that's why everyone sounds different, because he's trying to find his niche.
Yeah.
That's where a good manager comes in and says, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try maybe 3 different styles, release them and see which one works. And then that's what we're going to feed people.
Yeah.
You know, we need some type of a direction, and we need to be able to be coached. You know, for an example, if you were to say, you know, hypothetically, you say, Tone, I need you to help me out. Mm-hmm. Okay, play me everything that you've released. Okay, out of everything you released, I like these 2 songs.
Yeah.
What's your response been with these 2 songs? Oh, it's fucking great. People love them.
Yeah.
Then let's go with that for right now.
Yeah.
Let's do some more shit like this. Obviously, girls like it. The girls sing the hooks. They like that shit. Let's try that. Now, if you want to release some hardcore shit, let's release these first, and let's put the rest on the album.
Yeah.
But these are the singles.
Okay.
You know, these are the ones that we're going to try to put on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
These are the ones we're going to try to make fun and make dope videos.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other hard shit we could put over here. Sounds good. Biggie did it with Big Papa and Juicy.
Yeah.
Those were all radio cuts, and the hard shit was on the album.
Okay.
Artists need a game plan, bro. You just can't do single. Stop, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now, so you don't have a Mount Rushmore of Chicano rappers?
It would take too long. It would probably, yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
I guess I always say take your time, but anyways, okay. Are you a fan of Chicano rap?
It's not what I listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you listen to? If I were to hop in your car, let's go for a ride. What does Vrsa bump?
If I'm being honest with you, I bump instrumentals, and I'm always trying to come up with something. That's what I usually bump. Like, are there some artists that I listen to here and there from time to time? Yeah, but as far as like what you would probably hear if you were in my car and I didn't even know you were there, it'd be instrumentals. Okay. And at what age did you start taking it possibly serious? Like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start writing this shit. What inspired you and motivated you to become a rapper? At the age of 25 is when I was like, you know what? And it wasn't a teenager? No, it wasn't. And I tell people all the time, like, I started late, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All I could do is just do what I can do, and that's it. Right. But it came from a time of just, for the same exact reason that I went to the military is the same reason I started doing rap music, or I started taking it serious at least, because I still just didn't know what I wanted to do. At the time, though, one thing the avenue that I was working towards, getting into was being a firefighter. It just a little similar to like military structure, you know what I'm saying? And as far, and not only that, but when I looked into it, it also had like one of the highest, like, I'll just call it like happiness ratings, right? So people that get into firefighting, they don't really get out because they love it so much. So I want to do something I love, you know what I'm saying? So firefighting, and the only other thing that I could do at that age that I was told I was good at, I didn't feel like I was good at, but I knew I could work towards getting better, was music. Wow. I like the way you think, bro, because you know what, sad to say, and I'm going to go ahead and say, and that's why a lot of guys have issues with me, is because I tell the truth. Yeah. Okay. I mean, who would have thought that people wouldn't like you because you told the truth? So, yeah. But truth is the new hate speech. Yeah. Okay. It seems to me like you really, really wanted to do something with your life. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We all say we want to, but you went out and did it. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go to the Army. I wanted to become a Marine. I wanted to go to the Air Force. I went to the Army. You know what? I wanted to become a firefighter. Okay. There's a lot of guys that, sad to say, they don't make it in this rap game. Yeah. They don't, and many of them, and I'm going to be fair, many of them can make it. Yeah. Can, but they're not coachable, bro. Yeah. They're not coachable. So there's some artists out there that I've known personally that nobody can manage them because they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do. And this is why, one of the many reasons why a lot of these artists will make it. And then what happens? They're too proud to go get a job. They're too proud to go get a job. So at 40 years old, you're still living at home with your parents. Yeah. And that's the sad part, because you could have chosen something else to have done and maybe come back to the music. Yeah.
you know. But no, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, yeah.
They're too busy stealing beats off of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know. But okay. So my thing is this: you've been rapping now since how long now?
Probably about 7-8 years.
Okay,
yeah.
7-8 years.
Yeah.
So, what was your first step to gathering beats, man? Did you seek a producer? Did you rent a YouTube? What did you do to start rapping? Like, what was the beginning stages of Vrsa?
So, okay, I'll start from the very, very beginning. The first time I ever started putting any rhymes together was probably like in, I think it was like 4th, 5th grade or some shit like that. It was in elementary school, Mrs. Maddox's class.
Okay.
It was poems. Mine, I don't know, I just like doing them. One of mine got selected to be like in the districts, like, you know, in a poem book type of shit. So that's the very beginning. What later on, the way I started, and I told him about it the last time when I was on the show with Gil, was I started at the time, and they still are big, but what's it called? MB Writers,
Okay.
right? So I had a crush on a chick, and I was like, well, this is popular right now. Let me just kind of mess with it, you know. See if
Some
I can come up
lovey-dovey
with
type of
something.
shit? Okay.
Yeah. So I did something like that, and I never had the balls to actually show her. You know, I made like 2
Really?
songs. Yeah, I never had the balls to show her.
Did you ever have the balls to make the calls and call her?
Yeah, I did. At the time, I didn't. At the time, I didn't.
Bro,
Bro, no, I no, but I talked to her as if that's what you're talking about. I would talk to her. You know, we had this little thing going on, but as far as like actually showing her the song, I didn't have the balls to make that call right there. Yeah.
Bro, we all got cold feet. I remember I liked this one girl in 7th grade, and I tried talking to her. I walked up to her, and I go, hi. She goes, hi, and I just walked away. It's hard sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
See, today, these kids don't understand that back then you actually had to talk to the girl.
Yeah.
Today, it's like, what's up, bitch? On Instagram. You know, like, that's just the way it is.
Everybody
we send
feels
gifts.
free. Everybody feels free to
Or
have their
memes.
opinion these days, you know,
Yeah.
because it's so safe now. But okay, so after that, one of my boys had been locked up in county for about a year. He gets out. He's like, man, I've been kind of messing with the music shit, you know, the rap shit. And I was like, well, I mean, you know, I just kind of, I don't know how I told him or when I told him, but I had told him that I had, you know, had a little, I wrote here and there, you know what I'm saying? I just would kind of just write a couple songs here and there. Never I don't even know what I did with them. But he's like, well, let me check it out. And I showed him. This is my boy Lace. Shout out to him. He and he's like, man, we got to do something with it. So we ended up showing my boy Pete. He was our initial investor at the time. He's like, hey, I'm gonna get you guys some equipment. So we would go to his house, record a couple songs, and he still has those original songs. He refuses to let them go. He's like, nah,
Really?
I'm gonna wait till you get famous.
Okay.
I'm holding on to these motherfuckers right here. And so he still got them to this day. From there, you know, and I was in the Army. I would mess with it here and there. I put together a little collection of songs that I did, put them out like on SoundCloud. But it was never really anything serious. It was just something that I did, and then it came to that point.
Were you writing at all when you were in the military?
I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that when I was in the military. Yeah.
Okay. Now you get out of the military. What's your next move, bro?
My next move was
Did you get a job?
Figuring out what I was gonna do. I went to school, and that's when I was doing the whole firefighter. I was doing fire technology degree, right? So I'm taking the classes to be able to work towards that. Also the music. And then had my daughter, so I had a EMT. All I needed was my EMT class and the fire academy, and that was it. The way the VA pays is the same as, you know, what's it called? When they financial aid, so they pay off of 6, 9, and 12 units. This class was only 5 units, so I was like, well, I mean, they'll probably prorate it, whatever,
Right,
you know.
right.
So I'm going to school for like 2.5 months already. At this point, it's like mid-March. And I still haven't got paid anything, and my daughter's on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, so I called him up. I'm like, hey, this is like the 3rd time I call. You know, I haven't received anything. I don't know what's going on. So after a little while, she's like, okay, everything looks good on my part. I got it figured out. You'll receive an installment of $30. It was like $35 in a couple of days. I was like, what do you mean $35? You know, I've been going to school for 2+ months. You know, I'm expecting like at least 1,000 or something. You know, she's like, well, I mean, this is what it's reflecting on our side. I suggest you probably go to your counselor and see what's going on with that. I was like, all right. So I go the following Monday. I tell her about the situation. She's like, nah, that don't sound right. So let me go check real quick. I'll be back in a couple minutes. She comes like 5 minutes later. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this and this changed. I was like, well, fuck. I wasn't even mad. I was like, you know what? I ain't got time with me, man. I gotta go get a job. So I ended up at a cheese factory. Went to from there. Went over to a car dealership. Spent a couple years there and
selling cars.
Yeah.
All those guys are good at bullshitting.
I'm not really a bullshitter like that. I've always been.
But you've seen it.
Yeah, for sure. People, you know, I've always tried to look out for the person while looking out for myself at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do for you. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me in trouble. But I'm gonna work something out for you. You know,
bro. Growing up, I was like this big time bullshitter, bro. Like I used to back then we used to call it bagging. I don't know if it's still called like we bag on that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
But in the neighborhood, I was like the king of bagging. Like I can come up with bags like on the fucking fly. You know how rappers could freestyle?
Yeah.
I can come up with like one-liners real fucking quick. So one day I just said, you know what, I'm gonna stop all that shit because I was too busy making everybody fucking laugh, and meanwhile I wasn't laughing. You know what I'm saying? So one of my boys came looking for me, and he was working at a car dealership, and he comes and he goes, "Hey Tone," I go, "What's up, man?" We sat on my porch. He goes, "Are you still bullshitting? Are you still bagging and shit?" It's like, no, bro. I was like fucking late teenager, early 20s. He goes, "Oh fuck, all right, forget it." And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah.
I was gonna get you a job at a dealership. He goes, "I was gonna get you a job at a dealership because I know you could bullshit people into signing to a car." And I was like, "I wouldn't do that, you fucking ass. Get the fuck out of here." You know. He goes, "That's all you gotta do, son, even if they cannot afford it."
Yeah.
No, bro. That's doing motherfuckers wrong, bro.
Yeah,
that's doing motherfuckers wrong.
I was trying to avoid that type of situation because I mean, you know, I understand.
But you have seen it?
Yeah, I've seen. Oh yeah, I've seen people get into fucked up shit. You know, just. Like damn!
Isn't that what happened with the whole housing thing? They were giving people loans to buy a house, knowing damn well they couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
and that's when they're fucking economy.
I don't know the details of it, but yeah, that's what it seemed like is what happened. But yeah, I mean, you're just setting a person up for failure. You know, that's really what it is.
Yeah,
but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I always tell people like, because when I would tell them, they'd get mad at me if I'd like, look, this is the best they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's not my fault you fucked up your credit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me for that. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's you. That's your own decisions. You manage your money how you wanted to, you know?
Okay. Now, so you said around 25. Yeah. When did you release, if anything, your first single or what? Man.
I released another little, I don't know what to call it. I'll just call it an album. Right around that time frame, probably like 26-ish.
Okay. Who did the production? Let's talk about that.
I started out just like all these other guys, you know, just taking other beats, and that was it.
Now, were they beats that people had already rapped to?
Some of them were, you know, it could have been a Dr. Dre beat. It could have been.
So it was somewhat what people refer to as a mixtape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it probably ain't your version of a mixtape.
No, I understand. But because I had a hard time accepting when people were saying, "Oh, this is my mixtape."
Yeah.
It's like, no, those songs weren't good enough to be on the album, so now you just gave it a name, the mixtape.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it was my best at the time, but yeah, that's what I did. I put it out. It was called Born to Struggle.
What was the response?
It was a good response, man. I mean, like I said at the time, I didn't feel like I was that good, but people told me I was good, you know, and I just knew I just was gonna work on it. That's it.
Right.
But I got a good response out of it.
How many tracks were on there?
I believe it was like 12 tracks, a little interlude. So technically like 10 or 11.
Did you get any shows from that mixtape?
Well, at the time I was in a rap group called The Trees from Visalia.
The Trees?
Yeah, The Trees.
Okay, when did you join them? When you started? Around 25?
Yeah. Well, my boy Lace, right, because he was still making music, and he told me about it. I was like, yeah, I'll fuck with it, you know. I'll do that. It's cool. The other artist was cool. He's Worms. We had 2 other artists too as well that we would that would get integrated from here and there, Shaney and Adam.
Okay, now why The Trees? Is it La Mota?
No, and it was fucked up too because, like I said, at the time I was working at a car dealership, but I've always like you were saying earlier, I've always just wanted to do something better, you know, trying to elevate. And at the time, you know, I mean, they still kind of do, but a lot of testing for drugs. So I was always just trying to keep myself open to different possibilities.
Right.
So I didn't really smoke like that. So I would go to shows.
Right.
Well, I would go to Fresno with Wix and stuff like that.
Oh, you
And
know Wix?
Yeah, Wix. Wix is cool as fuck. He's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
He's hella cool. He's a
Hell
monster
yeah.
with the freestyles and I know he's mentioned SM before. Yeah, all those guys but I didn't continue on that path just because, you know, my life just got hectic. So I just kind of did my own thing in Visalia and didn't continue to branch out to Fresno. But I don't even know where I was going with that. What
No,
were
as
we talking
far
about?
as the trees.
Okay,
the
okay.
group.
So it was just,
You're
you know,
in the
there's a lot
shows?
of trees in the area. That's where he says they came up with the name, but I was like, whatever, you know. But anyway, yeah, people would be like, how you because I didn't have a name at the time, right? It wasn't Vrsa.
Right.
I couldn't think of a better name. My name was Tony, you know, as well, Jose Antonio.
Okay.
So I was like, well, Tony Trees kind of sounds all right, you know. So I kind of went with that. Just for the meantime, and people would be like, how you Tony Trees, but you don't smoke trees, you know? Like, well,
Right.
shit, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to keep my options open. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't smoke weed?
I smoke weed. I've never been like a big pot smoker or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll smoke it if it's available. I don't really go out of my way for it. You know, you could give me a blunt and it'll probably last me a week. I'll just take a couple hits every day. But I'm just
You can give me a blunt, and like 20 years later, I'll give it back to you.
All right.
But no, I don't smoke, bro. I've never been a smoker. I don't like smoking. I don't know, bro. It's just like I do a show called Here Smoking with the Wizard,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bro, as soon as that motherfucker like blows it at me, I feel it, bro. I can't even give my intro correctly. I'm like skibbity gibbity gib. I'll be like fucking
Damn.
Porky Pig. I'll be like my guest. You know, I lose like all fucking train of thought, bro.
I give my dad like one of those little like damn, I forget what they're called, but they're like little gummies with, you know, with a little bit of THC
edible.
or, not necessarily edible, but something to kind of help you go to sleep, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I gave him one of those, and he's never smoked weed. He's never done nothing else but maybe drink. He's the type of dude that he'll drink a couple, 2-3 beers, and he's already starting to buzz. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
So that's the type of person he is. So he's always been one of those, you know, typical Mexican parents, looks down on anything that's related to weed. But you know, with times changing, he's kind of gotten open to the idea of something like that. So I
Right.
gave him like, check this, take like half of it. You know what I'm saying? Hope it'll help you go to sleep. I asked him about it the next day. He's like, nah, pinche Tony. I felt like in Spanish, I felt like I was gonna have a fucking heart attack. I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you why, because some people, it affects them weird,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It affects them weird. One guy goes, I'm gonna take one of these gummies. I left his house,
Yeah.
okay? I went back the next day, and he was still in his chair like,
What the fuck?
he goes, I wanted to move, but I
crazy.
couldn't.
That's
I wanted
crazy.
another guy had an edible, and he was fucking scratching his head. I'm gonna die. And he told his mom, I'm gonna die. A lot of dudes fucking freak out on those, bro. Because it all depends on how much they take.
Man, I don't know. I was like, man, you're being over dramatic right now. Ain't no damn way you thought you were gonna die. Because he's always been a paranoid person too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that's where I get a little bit of my paranoia from.
Okay.
Is from him. You know, just little traits that get passed on or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, he was. I was like, man, you're overdoing it right now. You know.
All right. Now, so the trees, how long did that last, and when did you branch out on your own?
Well, it lightweight still exists, but after like about 2 years or so is when I started branching out on my own. You know, just I felt like growth was better for me on my own.
Now, your first show, walk us through it. Where was it at? Backyard,
It was
nightclub?
actually for Immortal Technique at Strummers in Fresno.
Okay.
Yeah. so
You
that's-
excited?
I was nervous. Man.
No
I
shit.
was just like, you know, just doing
And
my
this is your
shit.
first time, right?
Man, but people fucked with it. I was like, damn, all right, I don't even gotta do too much, but people fuck with it. So I mean, I guess I was cool enough, you know, for people to really fuck with.
Did
I had
you
a lot of
forget any
compliments
lyrics?
after. I don't think so. Not that I remember. There was other times where I did, just because I would try to come up with something like super last minute. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. You try
Right.
to memorize some shit. Like it might only be 40, 45 seconds, but the shit takes you for me at least, a couple hundred rounds of repetition to really like get it locked in, you know?
Okay. All right. Now, you know what? Let me ask this. Have you performed a lot since then?
I've been getting into performing lately more, and just because obviously it's an important skill to have.
Right.
But I would say during the time frame with the trees, I would say probably maybe 10 performances.
Okay. What about solo? Like today you had a performance.
Yeah.
Okay, solo. Have you performed a lot solo?
I've been doing it more lately, but yeah, there was a good stretch, maybe 4 or 5 years where I didn't do anything.
Okay, and let me tell you something. I know a lot of rappers like that.
Yeah.
I know rappers that got good songs out there,
Yeah.
but they'll say, "Fuck, I don't like performing."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Why? Like, just money out there, bro. I don't like performing. I get nervous,
Yeah.
and they never get out of
nervous
it."
too, yeah.
So now, do you get nervous?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've gotten better now lately with not getting so nervous, but it's still kind of lightweight hits you. You know what I'm saying?
Were you
Because
nervous today?
A little bit, not a lot. You know, I didn't really get nervous until like, okay, it's game time now. You know, but once you're
Right.
up there, it's like you get kind of past it. You know.
That'll work. Okay. Now, okay, I'll hold off on this question. But it's now, as far as music is concerned, who are you working with now, or who's doing your production now? Are you doing your own? Do you have a producer you work with? Like, fill us in as far as your music.
I've been getting into checking out people's beats lately because just like rap music, there's a lot of people that shouldn't be making beats. You know, and it's frustrating going
You took
through
my line.
It's frustrating going through a whole pack of beats and being like, damn, I don't fuck with none of this, you know. So the easy route is just getting, you know, checking YouTube, getting whatever least version of whatever that is that you want to get, you know. So that's been the easy route for me. As far as my engineering, it's mainly been Cisco from Hanford and my boy Padilla.
Okay. Do you write all your own shit?
Yeah, all of it, yeah.
Okay. Would you feel insulted if somebody said, let me write you a song?
I've never even... lightweight, yeah, if I thought about it for a couple of seconds, because now I'm thinking of it like, you don't think my shit's good enough, you know?
Okay, now, here's where I hurt rappers' feelings.
Yeah.
Okay? And I've gotten used to it, so... Here's the thing. Say that I'm managing you, right?
Yeah.
And I think you can write fucking dope ass fucking verses.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. I think this kid's fucking got it.
Yeah.
You wrote 8 songs, and then we listened to them. And I ask you, do you think that they're good? Yeah. Some of my best shit. Okay. I think so too. Here's the negative.
Yeah.
You have whack hooks.
Yeah.
I want to bring somebody in to either sing them for you, write them for you, because none of your hooks are catchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Would that bother you?
It always sucks to hear that maybe something that you do isn't good enough, but I've always been somebody that's open to other things. Would I allow them to write it for me? I'd probably be like, you know what, just do it. Just do it. I don't want to do what your product is. I'll do what I do,
right.
And I'll allow you to sing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, but in a sense, you're kind of not open. You're kind of open, like, I'll let them sing it.
I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. I'm just trying to fill you out because I work with a lot of rappers that are like, nah, fuck that. They ain't writing shit for me, bro.
Yeah.
It's just an 8-bar chorus.
Yeah.
It's really a 4-bar, but you're going to repeat it twice. Now, if I can't write it, bro, I let you write it and your choruses suck.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel it.
You know, I have no problem with your verses, you know? Yeah, I know. And this is why it's hard for me to work with certain artists, because they're not open. You know, look, if I did a beat for you and you just say, you know what, Tone, I really like it, but the intro, I'm just not feeling it, bro.
Yeah.
Or I don't like that synthesizer. Can we change it? Then I would say, okay, let's take it off. Then fuck with me. Let me play something, or let my musician play something, and then you find that little part that you want to hear.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I would be that open with my production.
Yeah.
Most people are not.
Yeah.
You know, so that's all I'm saying. Is if you would be open to that type of shit.
Yeah. I mean, I would be, like I said, I'm open to suggestions. Like, okay, present to me something that's better than, and we'll go from there, you know?
Okay. Eazy-E. And I know you heard of Eazy-E, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Eazy-E didn't write none of his shit.
Yeah.
But yet he was a millionaire.
Yeah. That, I mean, that's I've thought about that too before, as far as like that goes, because I mean, nobody ever criticizes him, you know, for it. I don't know. I guess.
And in his songs, he admitted that Ice Cube writes his songs.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I feel like I would have to have some type of part in it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like in the construction of whatever it is that we're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to feel like, I guess a little bit. I guess it's pride. You know. I guess it's pride. But I am open to. I'm always open to something that could be make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Snoop Dogg could have sang Nate Dogg's choruses?
Oh hell no.
I don't think Snoop had a problem with Nate Dogg rapping and shit. That's what I'm saying. It's just sometimes the artists can't do it all.
Yeah.
You know, it needs something to stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so okay. Now
and you know what? Like for the longest time, like I feel like I'm okay with the hooks now. Could they? You know, there's probably other people could probably do better shit than I could on my own verses, but. It took me a little while because when I was with the Trees, I was like, hell yeah, this is cool because now I only got to write one verse. I don't got to worry about constructing the whole song. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got to worry about necessarily hooks because hooks wasn't my thing at the time. It was just verses.
Right.
So I kind of had to grow into that. But yeah, it's I feel like it's something that I've gotten better at. But I mean, there could always be somebody that creates a better hook than I do.
One thing that I've learned in this industry when it comes to rap, the verses, the hooks that have withstood the test of time have all been melodic hooks.
Yeah.
Melodic hooks.
Yeah, it's very.
Even certain portions of a rap song that doesn't have a hook. Let me give you an example. G-Thang by Snoop and Dre. Okay. Ain't nothing but a G-Thang, baby. The whole fucking audience sings that part.
Yeah.
That song doesn't have a hook. But there's certain melodic parts that he does.
Like bridges?
Yes. Then you got, I see the same hoes.
Yeah,
Nate Dogg. Everybody sings that song.
Yeah.
Nobody really sings the Tupac
song. As soon
song.
as the verses come on, it's like,
and then what's that other one with Snoop and, what's that other one? I forgot. But anyways, then you got, I don't know if you're familiar, Roadium, Everlasting Bass, but you can't get enough of Everlasting Bass. Everybody sings that shit, bro. It's those melodic little parts in the verses or the choruses. You know, that one fucking song, remember we called it the Cuck song by Snoop? It ain't no fun. It ain't no fun if the homies can't. Everybody sings that shit, bro. You know, even Warren G's part, his shit is so melodic. Everybody sings that shit. Look at those songs, bro, and they've lasted for years because that's what everybody sings. You know, like let me give a shout out to MC Magic. Whether you like or whether people like his music or not, that guy is fucking successful, bro.
Yeah, he's
bro,
gonna be successful.
I've been to a couple of his shows recently, and everybody sings his shit, bro.
Yeah.
Now people can say that's whack. Guess what? He's running to the bank laughing. You know,
he makes money.
Baby Bash, same thing, bro. Same thing.
I saw dudes because I thought it would really be a chick crowd, but when they say, "Oh yeah, Baby Bash," you see dudes. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, damn, I didn't know dudes were like that for Baby Bash.
Well, maybe they identify as a woman. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
You never know today, bro. But no, dude. But Baby Bash is dope, bro.
Yeah.
Baby Bash is dope. But these guys make music for women, and men.
Oh yeah.
Today you have a lot of Vrsa, sad to say. I wish they could see the bigger picture. They just want to attract the gangster element, and it's like, that's cool, but girls want to shake their asses.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think reggaeton is so fucking huge, bro?
This is ridiculous right now.
Because they know this shit's melodic. You know what? The girls fucking love to dance and their hips don't lie.
Their hips don't lie.
So, anyways, 2023, bro, what can people expect from Vrsa?
Well, I'm working on 2 separate albums.
Okay.
The whole politics stuff, right? So I mean, I'm not a gang member, but I know there's things I got to be looking out for at the end of the day. So one is going to be with the homies from down here in these areas, and then the other one's going to be from the homies from my area up. You know what I'm saying? So because of the fact I've been home more often than being down here, I've been able to make a lot more progress within the CenCal, NorCal areas of my album. So that's what I'm feeling like.
You're an artist that wants to make music with everyone, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Who are some of the artists from down here? Can you name them that you're going to be working with or already worked with? That
I've already worked with, Johnny Dangerous, Lottie the G, JR, Doughboy Tony, Fearless, Lex Lucrative. There's a couple other names in there that I'm forgetting right now. There's other names that 7, yep, Appreciate you reminding me, big dog.
Yep.
Shout out Seven. Shout out
I'm
Seven.
gonna shout him out at the end, but right now, shout out Seven.
Yeah, shout out Seven. I Cruising in Cali. That's his beat. I don't know if you heard that song.
No, I
That's
haven't.
his beat right there.
But I heard La Raza, the Raza song.
La Raza.
And I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you drop? Is that fairly new or no?
I would say at this point, probably about a year ago.
Okay, about a year ago.
Yeah.
Walk us through that song. First of all, what is the name of it again?
La Raza.
Okay, so you just,
Yeah.
I thought I read it something for my Raza, or maybe I read something else, but I know you do have that one song.
Yeah.
What inspired that song, bro? Is it just for the people?
No, so the way that one came about, and I just seen the boy earlier, is my boy Albert, which is connected with the folks that put together the Hope Festival. I went to a festival that they had in Hanford. He was there. He saw me. He's like, "Hey, are you Vrsa?" He's like, I'd like to be able to work with you at some point, can I get your number? He hits me up a couple days later. He's like, hey man, I wanted to see if maybe you could make a song for us. His club is called La Raza MC. Oh, all good people, man. I fuck with them a lot. But I was like, all right, hell yeah. He's like, okay, so I want you to make it for us, like La Raza, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's easy, you know what I'm saying? I can make a dope song out of that in no time,
Yeah.
I was busy at the time, so it didn't take no time, but I ended up making it. That's how that song came about. It was for them. That's why there's little references. See me rolling down the freeway on 198 type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even in the bridge too, as well, it's kind of like making reference to, motorcycles. But that's how that song came about right there.
What was the response when that song came out?
It's been a good response, man. People fuck with it. People fuck with it a lot, especially that first verse.
Okay, Tony Trees. If we can back up a little bit,
Yeah.
How did you come up with Vrsa and the spelling of it?
Okay. All right. So when I decided to start doing my own thing, obviously I had to get a different name now, because I wasn't really integrating in myself into the trees anymore. So it took a little while. Actually, that first album that I dropped, that project that I dropped, it was still under Tony Trees. But I'm like, man, I really gotta find something else. So I spent a couple days kind of like, damn, I'm trying to find some type of inspiration, from street signs to words and just whatever I could, find. Had a couple ideas in mind, but nothing that really was like, oh, this is it right here.
Right.
And like I said, I was working at a car dealership. One day I'm looking at the lot, because they say you got to know what your lot looks. You got to know the inventory of your lot. And then I see the Vrsa, Nissan Vrsa. I was like, Vrsa, that don't sound too bad. I started kind of like, I wasn't just gonna go with it because it sounded good, but it had to like really apply to me,
Yeah.
So Vrsa is short for versatile. I feel like if you looked into my music, then you know that I have a lot of I don't have one specific style. Like kind of how you were naming earlier, like that's also been my crutch, that I don't have one specific style, because I like to dive into a lot of different styles of songs. But I felt like that fit me pretty well. Not only that, but Visalia. Some people call for a little bit. Some people were calling it like vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like just little things that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with this. So I went with VERSA at first, but after a little while, people were telling me like, damn, we're having a hard time trying to find your music because there's so many verses. So that's when I was like, well, what can I do to kind of like separate myself? So I dropped the E, and it really became just me and this other group called Vrsa, but it was a rock group. And now when you look me up, I should pop up above them, but it was, it was just really came out of necessity to find something else that was going to separate me from all the other verses.
Right. Okay. That's dope, man. How long now have you had that name compared to Tony Trees?
I've probably been rolling with it for about now like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to say I've heard of you, I want to say close to 2 years. I want to say between 1.5 years to 2 years ago.
Okay. That's
when people were sending me your stuff to the Gmail. I tell people to submit their music. Some people submit requests.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to hold on to an Instagram page longer than 1 year, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I haven't, because motherfuckers report my fucking
you're
shit.
Like on your 5th one already.
Seventh.
Okay.
I don't know no other podcaster, I'm gonna be real with you, that have had to go through the shit that I went through with Instagram.
That's why though.
Okay. And but it's cool, whatever. So even in my last couple of pages, people were saying, have you heard of Vrsa? You should get Vrsa. And you know who they were? They were females.
That's crazy. What?
They were females,
Hey,
bro.
shout out to all the females.
Yeah.
Anybody that just requested me. That's dope.
Yeah, bro.
That's dope.
So-
I literally
so-
thought you heard of me like last week type of thing.
No. And then what happened was I was at Sevens, I want to say maybe about a month and a half ago. And he brings you up. Have you heard of Vrsa? And I was like, it sounds real familiar.
Yeah.
So then he goes on YouTube on his screen and he plays you. And I go, dude, I've been trying to get a hold of that guy, bro.
What?
I said, there's people that request. He goes, I got his number. I go, and that's when I said, call him up right now. I called him on it, and then he had another rapper.
I don't think I answered at the time.
No,
when
you didn't.
called me.
You didn't.
I was probably working.
Okay. Then he had me, I forgot the other rapper's name. Well, I booked him, and then I called him that day because I had already posted the flyer and said, hey, bro,
Yeah.
I'm looking for confirmation. Nah, I'm not going to be able to make it. Just like that, bro. He wasn't even going to call me or nothing.
Damn.
And I said, we're good, bro. I'm not booking this fool no more.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you came through, man. I mean, I know you don't live too close, so I'm glad you came through. But, one thing about this podcast that truly blesses me, bro, I've had people fly in from Pueblo, Colorado. I had people fly in from Arizona. I had people fly in from New York, all over Texas, Atlanta, Las Vegas. I mean, that's not too far, but
Drive. It's
yeah.
like, what, 4 or 5 hours?
yeah, I'm trying to remember where else, but like from everywhere, bro, that dudes wanted to come and be here. And I'm like, fuck, that shit's dope. So to me, that's a blessing that they want to come and sit on across from me. There was a guy that flew in from Atlanta that sat down right there, and he just couldn't believe that he was here.
Yeah.
He actually offered to buy that chair off of me.
That's crazy.
So and I go, why?
What? A chair? The
That chair that you're sitting on. He goes, everybody's
crazy.
been. He goes, Mr. Shadow. He goes, Royalty.
You're right, though. You're right.
He goes,
Hey,
Be
hold on,
Real.
hold on. Royalty. That's one of the names that I had considered for my name. Royalty,
No shit?
Yeah. Royalty. Yeah.
Fuck it, just
I
change
didn't
it.
know. No. I'm gonna go with Vrsa. I'm gonna go with Vrsa now, but that's the name.
Just take it.
Royalty and loyalty.
No, just take Royalty.
No.
It's not like anybody else is using it. So, anyway.
And you know what? I had like I said, I was watching that Hoodstocks video, and just the dude that you were talking about that ended up being a DJ because of you, and he
Yeah.
didn't even know you were Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, what? That's your influence, man. It's
Oh,
crazy.
so you actually saw that Hoodstocks
Yeah.
interview?
Right now, I'm like at 80% of it.
Okay.
I've just been watching it in sections, but yeah, I was
That's
like,
dope,
damn,
man.
that's honestly like, and I ain't even trying to blow it up, but that's one of my favorite interviews I've ever seen, and I ain't even done with it yet. That's dope.
That's
Just
dope, man.
everything that you were. First of all, the way you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, just your influence and just the way that you think, your mentality is dope, man. It's dope.
Yeah. The only thing that made me feel uncomfortable that day was wearing the headphones. I didn't like wearing the headphones.
I was expecting. I thought we were gonna be with.
No, when we take calls, I go, bro, do I have to wear the headphones? I can hear you. And he goes,
Yeah.
wear the headphones, please. And I was like, all
Yeah.
right, bro. So, but that was it. I had a fun time there. But yeah, man. You know what? I got a lot of great response on that interview, bro.
Yeah.
And it was weird, bro, because at that time, and I say this respectfully because he's no longer here, I was still friends with Night Owl. Okay. And he had asked me, favorite Chicano rapper. And I had said Night Owl at the time, but that was honestly, now, when it comes to Chicano rap, I told you before the show, anytime you want to ask me something, you can ask me. Anything you want to ask me at this time?
Damn, put me on the spot again.
You don't have to.
All right, I heard what your I heard what your answers were on Hoodstocks, but who are your favorite Chicano rappers now?
Probably still the
That was-
same.
Yeah, still the same. Okay.
Probably still the same.
Yeah.
Now let me name some guys that I think are talented and with good management. And I have to say with management.
Yeah.
Okay. And hopefully they're willing to listen and to someone that can take them to that next level.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 guys come to mind that I believe could go to the next level with a good manager.
Yeah.
And this is not necessarily in order, but I think Cujo the Savage is fucking dope.
Oh, yeah. That was one of them that you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, I first got hip to him when he dropped a song called "If I Was Cocky,"
Okay.
and that he was on some boom bap shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Misfit.
Yeah.
I really like Misfit, bro.
Misfit's dope.
You
Misfit's
know,
dope.
like I just love all his shit. His first album, Embrace the Breakdown, to me is his favorite. You know, what I didn't like about him was that he was just releasing music too fast.
Oh, okay.
I come from the era, bro, where say you drop an album in January.
Yeah.
That whole fucking year we worked that album.
Yeah.
We dropped 3 or tops 4 singles off that album with visuals. Meanwhile, we're touring.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. Now times change, and I get that. So we got to change with the time. So when he dropped that album, like 3 weeks later, he hits me up. Hey, I'm dropping a new EP, and I'm like, bro, I'm still on this.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I say good management needs to tell him, you need to slow down.
Yeah.
Allow the audience to miss you.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you're just constantly, after a while, it's like, yeah, cálmate, way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say Cujo. I like Misfit, and I like Bozo. I like Bozo.
Okay.
I think Bozo has the potential to release a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
One of them, I believe my boy, I believe either he engineered it or produced it, Energy from the Proper Dos.
Yeah.
I think I like Big Cats, and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Like that was a fucking, not only a dope ass fucking video, but I like that song, bro. And him with, I think it was Loco Negro was on there. But for right now, I would say those 3.
What about females? Because that's in the interview where I'm at in the interview right now. I haven't gotten to hear what
females today.
Yeah.
Today, and this is in no particular order. I think I have more females than guys, honestly.
Yeah.
Bella the rapper.
Okay.
I gave her her first interview when she was 17 years old right here. I'll say Bella the rapper. There's another girl, and some of these people are kind of like, when I say unknowns, they're not in the public's eye, but they are fucking fire.
Yeah.
Dalia Coronado.
Okay.
I interviewed her here as well.
Yeah.
Fire rapper. Another one that I saw potential in, and I don't think she's reached her potential yet. And keep in mind, I'm saying this with good management, I think can go take the next level.
Yeah.
It's another girl named Drea.
Okay.
Okay. When I first heard it, I said, okay, I see the potential. I don't think she's there yet.
Yeah.
But I see the potential. And an album that I'm working on right now is Magic Girl from Bakersfield.
Okay.
Everybody thinks that she just plays talk box, bro.
Okay.
Wait till we drop our shit. You know, people are going to forget about all that other bullshit that she released.
Yeah.
You know, because I saw the potential when I interviewed her here, you know. So I would say those 4. Then there's another one. They call her Bossy something.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that
But
one.
Bossy, Bossalera, her.
Bossalera.
She could spit too, bro.
Okay.
She could spit. Now, here's another one. I love her stage presence. I love her stage performance. I think she could do some boom bap shit. She can rap. I love her fucking energy. Reverie.
Okay.
I like her.
She's dope.
But I'm gonna say this about Reverie, okay? As much as I love her shit, I want her to come with that one fucking hit.
Yeah.
That one fucking banger. And here's the reason why I say that.
Yeah.
There are many rappers out there that have good songs, but they don't have that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
People need to find that one.
Have you ever heard of Vel 9, Vel the Wonder?
You know what? My son has told me about her, bro.
She's crazy, man.
My
this whole
son
time
has-
I've been waiting, like I've been expecting you to say her name, but
No, my
she's
son,
hard.
my
She's
son has
hard.
told me about her,
She's hard. You need
but
to check her out.
I don't think. But no, I'm glad you told me though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me. Today I was, somebody told me about some other Chicana rapper, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of her. I'll show you afterwards. I haven't, because my son sent it to me, and I think I sent it to a couple of people. What do you guys think? No, as a matter of fact, 7 sent it to me.
yeah.
7 sent it to me. But there's a lot of females out there, bro, that are fucking dope, bro.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, and another one that I see potential. I don't think she's there yet. She's out of, I believe, San Diego.
Okay.
A girl named Two Dank.
I know. I haven't heard that
I
one.
interviewed her here.
Okay.
Okay. I think she's dope, bro. And I think that some good management, and she has a good manager.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to elevate. I don't want our people to stay the same years from now.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah. For sure.
move up, bro. You know,
sure.
you know, we don't ever look at anybody else like competition. I always tell people, you know, don't, how do you say? Don't try to be better than anyone.
Yeah.
Just be different from everyone.
Yeah.
Just be different.
Okay.
You know, because if you're thinking, man, you know, Cujo released that banger, I got to come up with a better one.
Yeah.
That's where you're messing up.
Yeah.
No, you just come out with your banger.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like healthy competition is good. As long as I'm not being envious of you, like you are inspiring me, like, damn, you're motivating me to be better. You know what I'm saying? That should inspire you to get even better than whatever I elevate to. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? That's how I see it. For me, competition is good as long as it's healthy competition, not envious competition.
Yeah, if it makes you want to be like, I need
Yeah.
to step up my game,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I need to step, fuck yeah.
Motivation, inspiration.
Bro,
yeah.
I remember one time we were on tour, I want to say 1992. And are you familiar with EPMD?
No.
Okay. Old school group, 80s and 90s, EPMD. Big fucking group on the East Coast. And they had a DJ named DJ Scratch. I thought I was the shit when it cutting and scratching.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had my little ego, you know. When I saw that motherfucker on the turntables, I was like, hijo de su madre,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But it wasn't like, fuck, he's gonna fuck me up. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
He made me become better by me watching him. Then he comes up to me, shakes my hand, what's up, big dog? And he tells me, you got off tonight.
Yeah.
Like, you did good, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that was DJ Scratch. That motherfucker's insane.
Yeah.
You know, but I know what you mean by friendly competition.
Yeah.
And that's the way we all should be, bro. Iron sharpens
yeah,
iron.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I see it. Yeah.
Have you dropped anything recently?
The newest one that I dropped is Payback. I don't know if you've seen the video for that one. Payback.
No, I haven't, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't. Okay.
That one's been one of my favorite projects so far. But I got a lot of good work on the way.
Okay, who produced Payback?
That's one of those YouTube beats. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say something, bro. Please do not take this offensive.
It's all good. It's
Imagine
all good.
that I am a manager and I'm talking to you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Every time I interview Vrsa, bro, and I'm being 100,
Yeah.
90% of them, all I get my beats from YouTube.
Yeah.
Stop that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Invest in your craft. Stop that,
Yeah.
okay? Whenever I interview like black artists, oh yeah, my homie produced it, or I produced it, or I got this beat from Battle Cat, or I got this beat. They don't do YouTube beats, bro.
Yeah.
And then I wonder, they're moving up, they're blowing up, they're original, and we're downloading their beats off of YouTube.
Yeah.
To me, we ought to shun that and say, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to download that shit. If I can afford it, I'm going to work for it, and I'm going to pay so-and-so right here to produce my fucking track.
Yeah.
You know, I had guys that have hit me up. Yo, what's up, homie? What's up? What's up, big dog? I want to pay you for a beat. Cash. I got $50 right now.
Oh man, that's crazy.
$50. That's not even enough for a fucking hamburger special and a 40. You know,
Yeah.
like 50. But
Yeah.
it's because we cheapskate each other, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't do that. To me, if I can't get the best, if I can't get what I want, I won't get it.
Yeah. We got the exclusive rights for it, which costs a couple $100, but I see what you're saying.
You're leasing them, right?
Yeah. No, that one's exclusive. Like that's
Okay.
It's,
For how long?
Oh shit! It's supposed to be forever now. Shit. but yeah, that's as far as like, but I because everything else aside from that, I've only ever gotten like the full rights to 2 beats, which is that one and that one. This one was with the help of 5'9" Team.
Okay.
5'9" Team. But
Say you're a rapper that just started and you have an album with all YouTube beats that you're leasing.
oh yeah,
Who's going to collect royalties?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 50% the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not really going to see anything.
Yeah.
So I'm using this as an example so that our people can see how this is working.
Yeah.
Say that you don't collect anything because you just leased it, you paid him, can I borrow the beat, but he owns the rights to the music.
Yeah.
If it's on YouTube, he's going to collect everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you going to make money after all the money you invested in your album?
That's one thing that I've looked into too, as far as like when I lease something, I want to make sure that I'm able to collect the royalty or whatever you want to call it from YouTube, right? And they'll collect just the like whatever Spotify, Apple Music, stuff like that. So they do have versions of that, but there's also like if you're not paying attention, then yeah, you're gonna get fucked on the YouTube because they're gonna collect the YouTube. So I try to stay from any contract that's like that. I try to stay away from that specifically. there's been times where maybe I didn't look into it. I'm like, damn, I played myself on that one.
Right,
You know?
right.
But no, I feel what you're saying. But like I said, and it comes from what I was saying earlier, as far as like just being frustrated. Like, damn, I've got to go through 30 beats and just all of them suck. You know what I'm saying? So it's the easy and the lazy way of getting dope beats. The YouTube.
It's the easy and the lazy way.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'll admit it.
And you know what, bro? I'm not shunning that. I'm not at all.
Business wise, though, I get what you're saying.
As a manager, like I said, I'm thinking business. Like, how are we going to collect?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the way people are making money today is off of shows.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say you're one of those artists, and I'm not saying you are, but let's just say you're one of those artists. Now you're paying a promoter. Can I perform? Okay. So not only did you pay for those beats on YouTube, but now you're paying a promoter to perform.
Yeah.
How are we going to recoup this money?
Yeah.
We are getting deeper and deeper into debt just so we can throw music out there and make ourselves look good on Instagram. But we're really in debt. I met rappers that have, since I started this podcast, I've met rappers that have messaged me and says, bro, I'm like 10 G's in debt.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, bro. And I just said, you just need to be different, bro. Start with all your original beats.
Yeah.
You know, start with all your original beats. When people catch wind that this song's a fucking banger, they'll start hiring you, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it's $500 to do a 10-minute set.
Yeah.
Even if it's $1,000 to do a 15-minute set. Eventually it'll start coming in, but you need to start hustling. There's a couple of rappers that I know are really good, and I hooked them up with some promoters, and I got them $1,500. You know, I got them flown to Portland, to Oregon, or whatever, to do a 15-minute set, bro.
Yeah.
And they were really excited. And I said, exactly. Let this be kind of like a starting point.
Yeah.
That you no longer do free shows.
Yeah.
You know, you got a nice song out there that's picking up, you know, pace. So, you know, do that.
It's good. It's good game. It's good game that you're sharing.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, because I came from the era where you didn't have to, we didn't have YouTube.
Yeah.
We had to come up with something different or something original, you know. So yeah, man. Because let's be honest. Like the way I said, if we continue to buy beats from YouTube and continue to pay promoters to perform, when is it going to pay off?
Yeah.
You know, especially since we
takes
have a
while.
family.
It takes a while. It takes a while.
How long are you willing to give this rap game? Like, do you see yourself just going?
Man.
By the way,
originally I told myself 30, and if I didn't see progress coming from there, then I would call it a wrap. But I saw progress, and unfortunately, you know, it's been some great successes for me.
Yes.
There's been a lot more failures as far as like follow up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just shit happens, like damn, I had to spend all this money on this, and that, and it just kept me from being able to, you know, keep that momentum going. But right. I know. For me, in my heart, in my mind, I know I have the ability to make some dope ass fucking records. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps me going. Not only that, but just the fact that I've done it so long. I've been doing it since my daughter was born. That's all she knows me as. She literally the other day was like, can I give a hat to one of my teachers? I told her that you're a rapper and that you have I'm from Visalia, not merch, because she doesn't know the word merch, but she got, like, you know, she just told him I got some gear, you know, basically. And I was like, yeah, shoot her a hat, you know. So she was wearing it. But yeah, it's like I can't let it be in vain. So that's why that's the motivation at this point. Like, I've already come too far to even think about stopping. I'm not chasing it like it was before. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm letting it come to me, because I'm trying to make sure that I have that quality time with her that I've missed out on a lot doing this.
Well, one thing that sitting across from you that I admire from you is that you believe in yourself, bro. Mm-hmm. And I think that's very, very important, because once again, sitting across from rappers, I met guys that were and girls that were very, very talented, but lacked confidence. They had low self-esteem about them. Like, I knew that they were spitters, but they were like, well, what if nobody likes it? And I'm like, you need to stop thinking like that.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen overnight. You know, you believe in yourself. So I encourage you and motivate you, bro, to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, to keep going and do what you love. Only thing that I will tell you, bro, is that the moment that you no longer have fun doing what you're doing, get out of it.
Yeah.
If it takes your peace away, it's not worth it, bro. Yeah. It took my peace away. That's why I went and got a fucking job.
Damn. And I've worked through those times too, where I feel like, damn, I just don't have peace. Like, I'm frustrated. like Nipsey said, I've gone through all the emotions. You know, I've cried over this shit. I've done all that. You know,
Right.
And there's been time, but I always get over it. You know what I'm saying? There's times where I'm like, fuck, you know, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But 2-3 days later, I'm like, all right, I got all that out the way. Let's keep moving forward. You know?
Right. Right. There are days, bro, that I spend by myself to like regroup. Do that too, and I'm sure you probably do when you drive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's days that I don't listen to rap at all.
Yeah.
You know, when you're not listening to rap, what are you bumping in your car, man?
The fucking radio.
I know.
Like I said, because I got people.
Give us genres of music.
Oh man.
Or do you listen at all?
But for the most part, if I'm listening to anything, it's probably some type of rap. It's probably some type of rap.
So you just never give your ears a break from like rap?
No.
You have
for the
to,
most
bro.
part, yeah. For the most part, I don't.
You have to. For yourself, you have to.
I feel it. I should,
Okay.
Yeah.
Me, I like classical music. Every once in a while, I listen to some oldies. Every once in a while, I like fucking rock music, like I really do.
Yeah.
I'll listen to some jazz, you know, but I like Spanish music. I love a lot of Spanish music, but that make me want to cry when I'm at the gym. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to a lot of soundtracks, you know, of movie scores. Like I love the Rocky soundtrack. I love the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. You know, I just listen to so much shit because it gives me so many ideas to incorporate in a beat that I'm working on.
Yeah.
You know, so and one thing that I do that whenever I'm producing a record, I don't listen to nobody's shit because the last thing that I want to do is be influenced by that producer's sound.
Yeah.
I don't. It's got to come from me.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, let's be honest. How many Nipsey wannabes are out there right now?
Yeah. And it's fucked up that you say that because the biggest comparisons I get are like 80% Nipsey. Because of my voice, you know, I have I guess a higher pitch and the raspiness. So that's where I get most of. I'm not necessarily trying to sound like him. It's just the way I sound. You know, that's it.
Well, can you say? Okay, I've heard so many like. You don't have to say there's lookalikes.
Yeah.
Guys that look. There's lookalikes, bro. Like lookalikes as far as the voice concerned.
Yeah.
Tone Loc, a lot of people don't know this. I don't know if you know who Tone Loc is.
I've heard the name.
He had a song called Wild Thing, the biggest fucking song out there, bro.
Okay.
When he first came out, he had a song called Chiba Chiba. He was talking about weed.
Okay.
I know his DJ M Walk, they released it and off a Delicious Vinyl. So I'm telling all you guys to go look this up. I'm gonna tell you why. He came out and with that one song, he had a raspy voice. People were saying that he was trying to sound like Rakim.
Okay.
Okay. When I bought it, I thought he kind of was.
Yeah.
But he changed up his style and he came up with Wild Thing and Funky Comodino.
Yeah.
Two big ass fucking songs. Now, back to would you have a problem with somebody writing something for you? This is why. And a lot of people may not know this. His two biggest songs, Wild Thing, Funky Comodino, were written not by him. Okay?
Okay.
Well, were written by a guy named Young MC, who wrote a song called Bust a Move, who was also a big ass fucking song. But this guy, Young MC, wrote two bangers for Tone Loc that were bigger than his own songs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Took Tone Loc around the world many times, bro.
That's crazy.
Okay? So many times, if you have a good manager and he tells you, I think this guy has a heater right here, check it out. Be open for it.
All right.
Because it may change your life.
I'll be open.
It may change your life,
open.
okay? So what I am saying is like people may say, oh, you sound like Nipsey. I mean, I heard your stuff. I didn't think that.
Yeah. Voice wise, but as far as like patterns and just rhyme schemes, I don't feel like
See, I didn't think so. So by you saying that, it kind of surprised me. But I didn't think so.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's a good thing, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have never said that about you. If I'm correct, I think you did a song with Yellow Hill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you team up with him? Because he's been here, I think, 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
But how did you team up with him?
So where I saw his I had seen him before on Full Community, right? And there was a song Tears that he came out with. I think it was No Tears or Tears, something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that shit was hard. And it's literally because of what we're just talking about. He sounds kind of like Nipsey. I've been told I sound like Nipsey. He's got his thing going on right now. I was like, he's a good move right now. I know we can make a dope record.
See, and here's another thing. With all due respect to Nipsey and his fans, I didn't think Yellow Hill did.
Yeah,
I didn't.
he's got a Like same, like I would say, like with me, different patterns and stuff like that. But I could see where the voice, the pitches come from. You know what I'm saying? I can see where that comes from.
But is that to say? And I'm not trying to, again, since I'm not a rapper, I'm asking a rapper question.
Yeah.
Is that because every rapper that comes out somewhat with a high pitched voice, is he always going to be compared to Nipsey?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I don't know. I mean, I know Nipsey got compared to Snoop for their pitches. You know?
Absolutely. He was supposed to play Snoop in Straight Outta Compton, and he turned him down.
Yeah, he turned it down. Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of unfair. That,
It's fucked up. Like I didn't mean to sound like Nipsey, but apparently to some people, a lot of people, I do. You know, but just because for me, he kind of has that sound, similar sound, and he's got a wave right now, regardless. But at this time, I was like, okay, he's going up right now. Let me hit him up, see what he's talking about, you know. And we made it work.
You know what song I like from Yellow Hill, and I called him up, as a matter of fact, when I first heard it. I don't know if he thought much of the song, but he was like, "Oh, that's some gangbanging shit." You ever hear that one song? I think it was "Tales from the Hood."
Yeah, that one was hard.
I love that fucking song, bro.
That was hard.
Like, now, do you think he sound like Nipsey there?
No, not on that one.
You know,
no, for sure.
So, but I like that style for him.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was fucking hard,
yeah.
bro. So, anyways, at this time, bro, you want a beer or anything?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay, Norbert, can you get me one too, también? Porfas. Okay, we're gonna take some calls in a little bit. Anything that I didn't ask you, bro? Anything that, or anything you want to ask me? You know.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot from that interview with the.
Okay, or maybe something that wasn't
you know?
clear that you want to ask me that maybe that you got from that interview.
Nah, I mean, I feel like I learned a lot about you, you know, and I like I said, I fuck with it, you know. I fuck like just you giving us right here at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, just a bigger platform to be able to strive for something greater, because at the end of the day, you want to see the people rise, you know.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. And why not? You know, why not us?
Yeah, I mean, there's the talent, you know, the talent's there, so I don't see why not.
And you know what? One thing that I want to say, bro, is that, and I want to encourage, you know, everybody out there, whether you're a singer, whether you're a rapper, or you're a producer, you know, what you should do is honestly, man, is look at yourself and tell yourself, why not me?
Yeah.
Honestly, why not me? Why always looking for somebody else like, oh, that fool's gonna make it? You know, wish him well.
Yeah.
But why not me? You know, one of the questions that, and I'm gonna ask you this, okay? And this is where you learn from yourself, and possibly for your next interview. Say you're sitting in front of an A&R at Interscope Records, and we're thinking about signing you. This is an old question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we sit down. Why should I sign you? What makes you different from anybody else that wants to sit across from me?
Everybody says I'm different. Everybody says I'm different.
But what do you say about you?
I have the ability to adapt to a lot of different styles of music. Like I said, that's why my name is versatile. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm able to, regardless of. I mean, I'm not going to say every single beat, but I'm able to dive into every beat, put myself in different scenarios in my mind, and just try to, you know, kind of decipher how to go about working that beat.
Okay, sounds good enough. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hook you up with a producer. You're gonna work with them for about a month, and we're gonna hear what you got, and then we come back in about a month. We'll have another meeting, and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay,
that's pretty much
That's
how it goes.
Yeah,
because a lot of people could talk a good game, but you know what? One of my favorite coaches, Bill Parcells, said this: potential is nothing.
Cowboys, right?
He said potential is nothing. Performance is everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can have potential, you know, and then for 10 years later, he still has the potential, but he never brought it out, you know, because you got to put in the hard work, bro.
Yeah.
And it is fucking hard work. So
I was telling my brother, because he was he never played on any specific football team or nothing like that, right? But he always had the aspirations to do so, and he wanted to try out. Well, he did try out for a Canadian Football League, right? And this was recently, literally like a couple weeks ago.
Do you want a shot, bro, or no?
I'll take it.
All right, cool.
he went over to Texas.
Okay.
For the little, the training, whatever, and he was telling me about how he felt like his ankle was kind of fucked up. He's like, man, he was putting himself down. I'm like, for
Right.
like,
Here you guys go.
I understand how you feel right now, but at the same time, I'll tell you right now that the coach don't give a fuck about how you feel. Like, either you're gonna perform or you're not.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
they're
it.
not gonna care. Like, oh, you feel, hey, you know what? Come back tomorrow. Nah, you're either ready right now or you're not ready, and that's it.
No, and you're absolutely right. Look, let me just give you one last example before we take calls. Are you familiar with Kurt Warner?
Yeah.
Okay, Kurt Warner, he used to play for the
Rams?
St. Louis Rams, okay? When he finally got called in to try out to play for the Green Bay Packers, okay? He was there, I think, 2 days at the training camp. And
That was before the Rams.
before the Rams. Yeah, he got drafted by the Green Bay Packers. Well, actually, he didn't make it like on draft day.
Yeah.
They just kind of like invited him to come try out.
Yeah.
And he told him, okay, Brett Favre's going to take a break. Come on in. Now, keep in mind, he's been a quarterback. And he said, oh, I don't really know the playbook too well. But, can I just sit out and, just like watch a little bit more? And he said, I need you on the field. And he said, but I don't really know the playbook. He said, okay. He went back to his locker room after practice, and they gave him his letter. They dismissed him.
Easy as that.
That's it. Why? Because there's thousands of people that wish they had that.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't know who you're going to throw to, we're going to throw to the number one receiver. Okay, cool. He's going to run a fucking slant. Okay, cool. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or let's just say that maybe that slant was covered. Now the coaches want to see, how is this guy going to move? How's he going to adapt? What's he going to do?
Yeah.
They learned a lot from their players like that. So I like that story, what you said about your brother. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to, the coach doesn't give a fuck how you feel.
Yeah.
Either you're going to perform or not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. So my thing is this, can you imagine I book you and I give you, $1,500 for a $1,500 show.
Shit.
And then I go, here you go, bro. Here's the mic. Tear that shit up. And then you go, fuck, my stomach hurts. I can't go out there. I got to do caca. Yeah. That taco truck. Do you think I'm going to care?
Hell no. Well, you better perform.
Go lay them pedos on the stage, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
2 hours beforehand to go to the restroom. What you mean?
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, I booked you a month ago, and you're gonna give me this now?
More real quick.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So anyway, salud, bro. I sip mines. I don't chug it, bro. It's up to you if you want to chug it. I sip mine. So.
Boy. Damn. Touching my soul.
Remember, I have a high tolerance. So, okay, let's go ahead and put that number up. Look, if anybody wants to call and ask Vrsa a question, call in. You want to ask me a question, whatever, just call in. If you want to encourage the brother, oh shit, I got the wrong one. Okay. You want to encourage the brother, you want to, whatever, call in. Right now is the time. Let me see. Let me know when I'm connected, guys. We good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so the number's up. Let's go ahead and put these on. And we usually get a couple of calls. If the calls are slow, then we'll just finish off the conversation.
Okay.
So we got a couple of minutes left. Anybody want to call in and okay, if anybody want to call in and ask him a question, you can do that. Okay, caller, call back. Caller, call back. I saw your call. I hung up by accident. My bad. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Mo from the North Bay.
What's up, my brother? How
Bay
you
Area.
doing?
What's up, big dog?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good evening. Yeah, I kind of have a question for Vrsa and for you as well, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Tony, I just recently listened to your song Mexico with Don Cisco,
Oh, yes.
and I was wondering, did your beat sounds just like have you heard of a rapper from the Bay Area, Rapid Forte?
Yes.
Did you get inspired through what's that? He made a song that you have a beat just like it at the beginning, and I thought it was really dope. And I was just wondering if you got like a did you get an inspiration listening to that beat or anything like that?
No, not at all, bro. You know what? What was that big song by Rapid Forte, bro? His biggest song, Players Club.
Man, I'm trying to look for it right now on my
Yeah.
my iTunes.
Okay. The only song that I really know for Rapid Forte is that Players Club, and then he did that other song. I think it was
There you go, Players Club.
Yeah, on his second album, he did a song called "I'll Be There" or "Whenever You Want Me, I'll Be There." So, I'll be around. But as far as no, that song was just all me, bro. It was just all me, and it's a weird story how that happened, but I don't want to get into it because it's kind of a long story. But I did other songs, so if anybody want to look them up, it's on the Lawless album, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I redid a song. I redid the theme from the Good, Bad, and the Ugly from the Clint Eastwood movie. And then I did, ¿cómo se llama? The Good, Bad, and the Ugly actually had a little Rob on it. Then I did a song called Estilo Frio or Cold Style. I did that one. And then I did a reggae song with him. And then that, Just Like Mexico. So all done in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. This question for Vrsa. Hey, Vrsa.
Yes, sir.
How I seen your recent video with Rico Too Smooth, man. How was it working with AWACS, or if you weren't working with him, but I saw him in your video. Did you interact with him, or what was that? Because like anybody that knows from the Bay, you know, AWACS is like, you know, that's like, I'm not saying that's Woody's protege, but you know, like Woody left a lot of stuff on that for him, like, you know, like for that food to, like, you know, like that must be a trip for you, because you know, like Woody out here is like, I mean, people may not really say it, but you know, it's between Woody and Big Tone, they're kind of like the Be Real of the Northern California rap game, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, AWACS goes way far back, man. He was in those times. He was definitely one of my favorite artists for sure. He's cool, man. Like him, and I'll tell you what, Rico, man, he's been a dope ass dude to be in contact with, man. Like he's a humble dude, you know. He shows a lot of love, man. He's just a cool ass individual, man. It was definitely an honor working with both of them, you know, kind of getting familiarized with AWACS, because I didn't before that. I mean, I met him one time before that, and it was just kind of an introduction type of thing. But he's cool, man. He's a humble dude, you know, and yeah, man. I try to stick around individuals like that, man.
And that's what's up. And real quick, I heard a name that you mentioned. That you said Cisco. You talking about Cisco from PBC?
Yeah, PBC Cisco. Yeah, he's a cool ass dude, man. He's a cool dude.
Only real motherfuckers out here know that song 559, and
that's crazy, man. Cause
I'm not even from that area. I'm from the North Bay, but shit, we know what's up with PBC.
Yeah, that's crazy too, because he's a legend, you know, in my specific area, because he was one of the guys that I was kind of bumping in those high school years, you know what I'm saying? And he's kind of told me himself, like, damn, he's been surprised as far as people knowing him in other areas, because he thought it was kind of like limited to our area and that was it, you know. But there's, you know, that's cool to hear that there's people out there that in other areas, as far as is the Bay Area, that fuck with this shit too.
Oh yeah, man. PBC was like, man, that was the shit. That 559 and Straight Representing song.
Yeah.
Man, straight fire.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's all I really gotta say. And yo, Tony, one more thing real quick.
What's good, my bro?
You asked Vrsa about this, but man, you need the best album of Northern Cali ever. It's Woody, Northern Exposure 2, 1 through 16, slappers, man. And that CD, man, if you listen to it from track 1 through 16, man, after every track ends, it goes on to the next beat, man. That's one thing about Woody. If you listen to all his music and albums, he knew how to, like, kind of like a storytelling. If you know Woody's music, it's a storytelling movie. And man, Tony, I recommend that you listen to that album, Northern Exposure 2. Probably the best album of Northern California ever. And the song AWACS with Woody, Two Sides of the Game, the Yacht and the Bird, best song ever, man.
All good. I'll check it out, my bro.
I'm out.
Thank you, my bro. Appreciate you. Okay, you guys, the phone lines are open. Let's keep it coming. I want to thank the caller for coming through. The first caller who called in, I hanged up by accident. So if you want to call back, thank you for forgiving me for hanging up on you. But yeah. Anyways, let's see. Okay. We got a couple of more minutes, so anybody who wants to once again call in, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Tony. What's up, Vrsa?
Hell
This
yeah.
is Brad Pitbull, calling from Skid Row.
What's up, big dog?
I'm moving around. Hey, what's up, homie?
What's
Hey,
up, my bro?
I just wanted to give everyone a fun fact here. Did you know that when Vrsa was with a rap group, The Trees, the I Fools were making their own rap group called Las Rameras. But
Okay.
hey, but I just barely heard about you, Vrsa, about when Tony posted on you. So I checked out your music.
Yeah.
But I like that song where it says a hashtag for the culture.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if it has its own
Facts.
title,
Facts. Yeah.
but I like that flag that you had on there, where it's the American flag and the Mexican flag on
Yeah.
there. You know,
Yeah.
it's not, you know.
There was a couple
none of
people that were hating on
Calimán.
it, but it was a dope flag. It was
Yeah.
a dope flag.
No, I like it. No, and me as a Marine Corps veteran, I can dig it, man.
There you
So-
go. Hey, what's
so-
up, big dog? Marine Corps. Hey,
Yeah,
let me get
so-
let me get that hoorah real
Totally.
quick.
Yeah.
Hoorah, hoorah! Go. No, just want to say, no, good luck. No, stay strong, keep focused. You know, you got a big heart, man. Just keep at it, and now you got a new LA fan down here.
I appreciate you.
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
All right, man.
Buena
Good
noche,
day,
bro.
All right. See what?
Hoorah. So, I wonder who made that up.
I don't know. I never. For the army, it's hua. It's hua.
Hua, not hoorah.
No, not hoorah.
Dispensa. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, man? I'm calling from Pomona, California. Come on, my boy Vrsa is fearless, man.
Oh, what's up, big dog? I was about to say, shout out to Pomona, regardless.
Yeah.
What's up, fearless?
Hey, no, man. I'm just calling in to say Vrsa's a good dude, man, and you know he's really an inspiration to me, man. He's more than just a friend, bro. He's brother. He's a family, man.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I appreciate you, brother. You already know what it
hey.
is, big dog.
He's putting up for his city, man. Shout out Vrsa, man.
Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, big dog. Fearless, hey, fearless. Yeah, you should have him on the show, big dog.
Dope, man.
He's dope.
Dope. Let me hear. Forward me some of your shit, bro.
Okay.
That'll work.
Hey, now God bless you guys, man. You guys have a good rest of your night.
All right. All good, my bro. Thank you. All right. Let's keep it pushing, you guys. Fuck. Bro, have we ever tried a tequila before? This one tastes like they fucking put a fucking piece of stick in the bottle. Cause I'm tasting like a bunch of wood.
Yeah.
Huh.
I always like the dark
Okay.
liquor.
But this is kind of like woody. Like woody flavor.
Woody.
Caller, your name and where you calling from? You want another one, bro, or no?
No, I'm good now.
Caller.
Hey, what up, man? This is Gemini. Hey, what up, Vrsa?
Oh, what's up, big dog?
How you doing, bro? Hey, my bad. What's up, Tony? It's Gemini, man. I'm calling from the 559 area right now.
What's up, my brother? ¿Cómo estás? Everything good?
Yeah, good, brother. Hey, man, I just wanted to let y'all know, man, everybody listening right now, right here, you know what I mean, with Tony A, man, Vrsa definitely is like the next fucking big shit, bro. And I'm not right here just to fucking hype the homie up, bro, but when it comes to Mexicano, Chicano artists, man, Vrsa is definitely the type of artist that's going to break barriers. You know what I mean? He's going to be doing things that definitely is going to change rap, period. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the like lyrical side of it and the, you know, real rap side of, you know, music. So shout out to Vrsa, man, because he's definitely on the way on that. And he's definitely doing a lot of big things that are definitely going to change the way people see music, and you know what I mean, it's gonna put music in different levels, man. And shout out to Tony A, man, on another side to a podcasting, man. Hey, Tony A, you've been a huge inspiration, bro, on you know, podcasting, you know, because I have my own podcast, and probably out of everybody, I could say you're probably like the main inspiration that, you know, watching you and kind of like what you do, I do the same thing on my podcast. The only thing is we fucking tacos way. So like, you know, it's the shit.
Hey,
we've had Vrsa. I've had Vrsa on the show. I've had MC Wicks. So if you guys want to know fucking 559 Central Valley artists, make sure you guys tap in with me. Shout out Tony A, man. Shout out Vrsa, man. Just want to
real
say
quick,
that both y'all are a huge inspiration in what I do, bro.
Hey, caller, hold on 1 second. Go ahead, bro.
When I was speaking to you on the phone, he was actually recording it from some behind the scenes of Payback. I told you I was shooting a music video that day when I talked to you, and he was right there just. Yeah, he was recording it. He got the conversation. I don't know if you've seen the little BTS stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was excited for me, which, says a lot about him. Just he's a cool ass dude.
Big Dog, let me say this, man. First of all, I want to thank you for your kind words, bro. Honestly, it truly means a lot to me because when I went live September 11th, 2019, and I'm a very transparent person, bro. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that our people needed a voice, and I didn't know how far it was going to go, but I was willing to try. So we're still here, and if I've been an inspiration or a blessing to you, bro, I want to thank you for at least acknowledging it and letting me know, because I didn't know how far this was going to go. So muchas gracias, carnal. I truly appreciate that, homie.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you so much, Tony. Yeah, fabulous, bro, and it's a dream come true. Hopefully, one day I could be on your show too, brother. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So, chingón, bro. So I appreciate you, man.
All right, my
Hell
bro.
yeah. So shout out Vrsa, man. Hell yeah, 559, man. We in here, bro. Central Valley.
That's right.
That's right.
MC Wicks, bro. Like fuck, I've had MC Wicks. Bro, I had MC Wicks on a show called Dining with the Wizard, and that fool drank 3 Mickey 40s.
And
with shots. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is High in AZ, calling from Glendale, Arizona.
Glendale, Arizona. What's up, my bro? How hot is it over there right now, bro? How hot is it over there?
It's hot, man. We hit 100 today.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, Tony, man, I've been listening to you since the beginning, like you said, man, since the Misfit solo show. I've been watching religiously, man. Love the show. I found all these artists through watching the show, found Misfit, Bozo, Bodac. It goes on. The list goes on, man.
Thank you, bro.
The show. And this Vrsa, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just listen to his stuff right now. Your stuff's banging, man.
I appreciate it.
Especially the word nip. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. That video, man. I just saw the video right now, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I appreciate you tuning in.
Just want to give you your props, bro. Yeah. Just want to give you both your props and keep guys doing what you think, man.
Hey,
I want to keep putting these artists out there, man. Because I wouldn't have known any of these guys if I haven't seen the show, brother.
Thank you, bro. Caller, let me say something to you, bro. It is people like you, bro, why I keep going. And it is people like you why this podcast exists. So I want to acknowledge you and all the other fans that appreciate what's going on here. And at the same time, even though I sit here and I have history and I have knowledge of music, but it's also my team that deserves that as well. So I want to thank you, bro, for, for acknowledging that. And once again, for being a faithful watcher of Roadium Radio. And once again, if it wasn't for people like you, we wouldn't even be on the air, bro. So thank you.
Yeah, right on. I want to shout out the team too, man. They're all cool too, man. Yeah.
Okay, my brother.
But thanks, man. And stay blessed, man. And
that's right.
Have a good night.
Have a blessed night, homie. Try to stay cool. Okay. Arizona's a fucking... Bro, we got some dope ass fucking fans. When I used to perform out there and podcasting, Arizona's fucking dope, bro. I mean, a lot of other places.
That's right.
Dope. So, okay, let's get a couple of more calls in here, okay? Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what up, Tony? Hey, this is Arnulfo. I'm calling from Fresno. I just wanted to, again, ask, well, first brought up Cisco. I wanted to see if maybe, he can make that happen. It'd be cool, if that interview, it needs to happen,
Oh, Cisco and the homeboy right here, Tony?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll bring it up.
All right, yeah, bring it up. Is it like, send me some of your shit, bro?
Yeah.
I really want to listen to it, bro. You know what I like doing is like this. I had my boy Julio G, and I recommend people listen to his first interview and his second interview with me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he was a DJ that broke a lot of artists. When I say broke a lot of artists, it's like, for an example, say you bring me a record, and I said, okay, cool, I'm going to cut you some slack. I'm going to go ahead and play it. The next day, everybody's talking about Vrsa. Why? Because I broke that record. I played it first. Many times, people fall in love with artists. Why? Because I brought him here first, bro.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that guy before. Well, this guy's fucking dope. The thing is, he just hasn't had the exposure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, honestly, I'm thankful for getting artists that nobody's ever heard of, but I know they're dope. Because knuckleheads come on my page. Who's that? Who's
all the fucking time.
I just put a bunch of little owls, because they're saying who. Okay.
Yo.
But then when they come on, they hear their story, they hear them spit. Holy, I never heard of this guy. Yeah, but you were talking shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I'm glad I brought you on.
Hey,
yes, sir.
One more thing about including the women onto the podcast. I went down this rabbit hole of Chicano poetry, and I found a lot of powerful Latina women. One in particular, she is a poet. She's an Afro-Latina. Her name is Ariana Brown. You can find her on a channel on YouTube called Write About It. Man, these poems are powerful. Like, they hit you in the soul. Like, earlier, there was a rant about Chicana rappers. I feel like the poets also need to be included in this conversation because they are, masters of...
I believe that too, bro.
Wordcraft,
I believe that too. Hey, bro, do you follow me on Instagram? I don't know if you know Instagram. I mean, if you have an Instagram. If you do, can you please send me some of her stuff, please?
Absolutely, man.
Okay. And I'll try to make it work.
Chicanos, Latinos were going up. Look it up. Peso Pluma. He's #1 streaming artist on Spotify right now.
That's just crazy.
J.O.P. Fuerza Regida. Crazy right now.
Bro, let me tell you this.
It'd be amazing for you
Look,
later on.
Yes, sir.
On your podcast.
Was there people like
You're
Peso?
amazing. You could do it. I know you can.
Thank you, bro. Was there people like Peso Pluma or not? I don't care. This guy's breaking barriers, bro. Selling out fucking arenas. Just appeared on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to be happy for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking dope, bro.
Yeah.
¿Sabes qué? Que viva la raza, bro.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, thank you for having Vrsa out there. St. Cal representative as well. I'm just excited to be online. Everybody, from the güeritos to the prietitos, we're going up. Latinos stand up.
That's right.
All good, my bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you calling, big dog.
Have a blessed night.
Good night, fellas.
He said from the güeritos to the prietitos. Wow, that's dope.
There's a wide range.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, we're going to take like a couple of more two more phone calls. Who's going to be the last caller? The last caller gets to have a date with Norby's Taco Bell. He'll buy a chalupa with Diablo sauce.
Word is he's generous.
Yeah. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, homie? I go by the name of Ready Made. What's up, Vrsa? What's going on, homie?
What's up, Ready Made? What's up, big dog?
What's up, big dog? What's up? Hey,
I
man,
knew it was Ready Made before you said it was Ready Made.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's right, homie. That's right. Hey, what's up, Tony, man? Just calling in, man. Wanted to show some love. You know what I mean? Me and this homie had the pleasure of meeting each other a couple years back. Homie did a show out in the city, and shit, man, we've been chopping it up, fucking off and on, right, carnal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Just talking about music and music and stuff like that, man. I just want to say, it feels good to see homies doing good, and a homie like Vrsa, man. I mean, he's been pushing and really trying to do his thing for a minute now. I mean, I know you've been pushing like 5+ years, right? Now, 5-7 years.
Yes, damn near 8.
Yeah,
and he still looks 22.
So we
thankfully, with all the stress that I got though, I feel like I should look 40. Shit.
I was about to say, nah, man, you're holding your ground, fucking, really well, man. You're doing well. And yes, I was gonna, we've talked about possibly doing something in the near future, fucking, just putting shit together, man. And I myself as a producer, Vrsa knows what's up. You know what I mean? We've talked a little bit. Somebody who's kind of been under the radar, but I'm calling from Fort Worth, Texas, right now. But I represent the city of Santana out there in California.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to everybody out there. But I wanted to say, just kind of like on the topic, I know you guys brought up Peso Pluma.
Sí.
So I want to ask both of you gentlemen, what do you guys think is going to take for us at Raza to be able to help one another or push each other to reach a status like what our Raza's doing within regional music. So obviously we know Jimmy Humilde and what a lot of other homies within that genre is doing. But what do you think it's going to take for us in the English market to be able to really, reach that type of status?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I feel like when it comes to the Mexican music, I feel like it's a little bit of an easier avenue just because of the fact that it is Mexican music. You know what I'm saying? So people are a little bit quicker to jump on that as far as like support. Just because when it comes to rap, they're like, oh, I've seen so many comments like, oh, Raza shouldn't be making rap music because that's a black thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a disconnect right there as far as support goes, but it's really just going to come down to supporting each other. You know, that's really what it comes down to, I feel like.
Two things, bro, and I'm just giving it to you in a nutshell because this is a big discussion. Like, this is a big question for me. Two things, and this is in no particular order. We need to fucking stop hating on each other, bro, because it's a fucking epidemic. We fucking hate on each other. Why? I don't fucking stand, bro. I've never been a hater. I've always been one to fucking encourage people. Let's elevate, let's move forward, let's make noise. Second, let's release good music. Let's release good music, bro. You know, when good music is released, bro,
you can't deny it.
You can't deny it, bro. That's it. You can't deny it.
I agree 100%. That's something that I've talked to the homie. Versus actually one of the homies that I've talked to about in regards to that shit. Maybe about a week ago, I went on a message rant with the homie and just kind of started fucking letting them know where my head was at with certain things. And I want to say I kind of touched on that. That's something that I've kind of preached, man, the last few years. Fucking just talking to different homies in the game, stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of still stay under the radar. I kind of feel like it might be a dumb reason or not, but I just kind of feel like with a lot of homies, you know, we're not kind of looking past what you know, we have like this threshold that we're kind of continuing to kind of keep ourselves under from, you know, or the idea of the box. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing too, I know you guys touched on the topic of Chicano rap. Me being a first generation Mexican American, I identify as Chicano.
Yeah.
But I've also been one of the homies that has kind of been against putting that label on us because I feel like that has always, I feel like that's kept us in a box.
I agree.
We shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, look, I just seen a post maybe about 2-3 days ago from this homie from out here in Texas. I think he's from the Dallas area. He goes by Smooth Vega. I don't know if you gentlemen ever heard of him, but he's a promoter.
Smooth Vega's my bro. And hey, Carnal, Smooth Vega is my boy. You know what? And I've had him here twice. Smooth Vega's a fucking solid individual. Yes, he is. Yeah, bro. If you follow me on Instagram, bro, La Verdad, just like hit me and I'll send you the interviews, bro. Smooth Vega has brought me his artist, XB Valentine. She's been here twice también. So I want to show them both love. Like, bro, like they got love for me, homie.
And that's what's up, man. I just wanted to say, so what I had came across from with the homie, he was being interviewed by somebody else. Can't remember who it was. But basically they touched on the topic of how we get labeled in the industry. And he basically said something in the likes of, you know, I'm not a Mexican, you know, I'm not the homie that like kind of like the Mexican plug, or I'm the fucking something the likes of like fucking don't identify me as that's the Mexican fucking artist or the Mexican entrepreneur or whatever. He's like, nah, I'm somebody that's in the industry who happens to be Mexican, you know, who happens to be brown. And it's like that resonated a whole lot with me because again, to me, it's like that's that whole idea or that mentality of getting out of the box. It's like we shouldn't have to be fucking wearing this label or this target on our back that says, hey, if you want to join the industry, it's like you can talk to these 10 people, but if you want to join the industry and connect with somebody that's brown, go talk to that guy over there, you know, number 11. It's kind of like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like we should be in the same lane with everybody else and should be able to fucking cut business with everybody else.
Absolutely.
In the industry. But it's like you said, Carnal Tony, you said it yourself, bro. and this is again, I truly believe in that, man. Like we have to press the bar, but we have to raise the bar. We have to within like between all of us chasing this dream, trying to do this music thing, trying to get into the entertainment industry. We have to try to set the tone for okay, where do we go next? And that's why I kind of I'm glad you guys brought up Professor Pluma because, and not just him, but a lot of the homies in the Spanish industry. Yes. You know what I mean? What they're doing is obviously pushing a wave that's giving us some notoriety. You know what I mean? We're getting the limelight because of what they're doing. But again, it's like for us to really fucking push something big on for the English market, I feel like we have to really bring it together, man. But yeah, that's my 2 cents with that.
I agree, bro. I agree, bro. You know what? And I'm going to say it again. Let us stop the hate and release good music. Mm-hmm. Good music, bro. So because you know what?
I agree, man. Hey,
go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. No. Go for it, brother.
You know, once again, it's like this. Let me give you an example. When La Raza and Mentirosa came out the same year, 1990, I had blacks and whites tell me, I learned how to speak Spanish because of those songs.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah. That was Rosetta Stone before Rosetta Stone was ever invented. That's just the way it was, bro.
Right. Shit. Exactly.
You know, we blessed all cultures, bro. We blessed all cultures, bro. Today's it's just different. So let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep it positive. Let's encourage and let's bless other people with good music. Thank you, caller. I appreciate you, homie.
You know, I mean, we've had a few camaradas do it. You know, we got the likes of Baby Bash.
Yes.
Cypress Hill obviously has done it. And a few other homies, you know what I mean, who have really pushed. I mean, I know even Kid Frost has gained some notoriety and some respect within the industry because of what he did with La Raza.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, but again, you know, it's just that it's almost like kind of we're still like caught in limbo, man, with the whole, you know, what is La Raza gonna do next? I go by Ready Made, man. I represent the Cultured Original Network. That's a network that I'm trying to push, man, and it's something that I've been stemming up for quite some time. I actually posted something on your super chat, maybe something you guys could touch on as well once I get off the line.
All good.
But anyways, man, I appreciate both of you guys. Versa, hey, homie, you already know, man. I know we talked about,
yes, sir.
You know, myself getting some production for you, us maybe doing something with other homies, you know, from California, from everywhere. You know what I mean? If it's brown, let's push it. You know what I mean?
Let's push it. That's right.
If it's brown, I'm down.
That's right. Let's look for that brown sound.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. That's right. Hey, I actually got a playlist. I was telling I told a few homies I got a playlist. I created a playlist a couple years ago on Spotify, where and it's actually a project that I want to put together. Call it the Browns Project. And I had heard you talk about that one time, maybe a couple of weeks ago, Tony. I know you. What would you say? The Brown Sound.
The Brown Sound. That's right.
Okay, so the way I spell. So the idea of the Browns Project is I spell Browns, brown and sounds together. So it's just it's a word in unison. It's like a prefixed word. So you got BROUNDS. So the Browns Project. So it's kind of like saying Browns and sounds together. But anyway, man, just an idea again, man. I'm really big on that shit too. I like throwing ideas out there, whatever, and encouraging homies to, like I said, push the bar, man.
Hell yeah. All right, carnal. Muchas gracias.
That's right, fellas. All right.
Have a blessed night,
I appreciate you guys, man. You guys have a safe night. Thank you.
Likewise.
All right. One more caller. The next caller gets a burrito supreme with some Diablo sauce and a date with Norby's. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. So if you're into that and you consider yourself a cisgender male or a cisgender female,
cis something.
Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
What's up, Tony? What's up, Versa? It's Jay from South Texas.
Jay from South Texas. Bro, let me tell you, you are our last caller, and his questions are always good. So, Jay, welcome. Hit us with it. Jay.
Yeah, and look.
Yo, are you cutting out, bro?
Yeah. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, that Obama phone is not going to work too good.
All right, I got you now. I got you now. I was
Okay.
getting the playback. All right, yeah, Tony, you know how I do, and the question I got really quickly before I get off this, before I lose signal, I heard you touching on the rappers jumping on YouTube beats, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you, what do you suggest? Because other than YouTube beats, what do you suggest for them to do?
Okay. This is where I get this from, okay? I've never been a guy that says, well, I'll just buy this for meanwhile. I've never been that guy. Let's just say I bought a new house and I want blinds. But for now, I can't afford blinds, so fuck it. Let me just buy some curtains. I've never been a meanwhile type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I just fucking put up newspaper. Meanwhile, okay? Fuck it. I want my blinds. I'm not going to put curtains. I want my fucking blinds.
Yeah.
Okay? When it comes to rap, because I took this 100%, bro. I'm not going to download shit. I would rather save up, get in contact with a producer and says, how much for a beat? $500 for a beat. Let's just say $500. Okay, I can't afford $500, but I'll tell you what. I need an album done. What would an album cost me? I want at least 10 songs from you. I cannot afford $500 each song. Say he says, fuck it, give me $2,000 for the song. I got you. I'll work that out. I'll do it. Okay, my whole thing is saying this, that I'm not going to settle for YouTube. I'm not going to settle for somebody else's instrumentals. Yeah. I want all original songs. He's going to give me 10 songs for $2,000, whatever, $2,500 or $2,000. I'm going to do that. I'd rather just wait. That's just me, because my whole thing is this: when I come out, I'm going to be different. I'm not necessarily going to be better than anyone. I'm just going to be different. And whoever decides to follow me, buy my music, it's because they like my shit, because I'm different.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: I'd rather encourage people to wait, save up, pay the right producer, so that producer can make a beat tailor-made just for you. That's the way I see it, production.
Okay, and then what would that get you? Would that just get you the beat? Here you go. Here's the beat. You push it on your own, or does the producer that gets paid for the beat helps push that as well?
No, that producer has. Okay, I come from the school of this. Say Jay from South Texas is the producer, and you produce 10 tracks, 10 beats for me, okay?
Right.
It is really up to me to take it to the next level. In the 80s and 90s, we would buy ads in newspaper. We would buy ads in magazines. We would buy bus stop benches. We would buy, whatever we could to let people know that the album was out. Now, today, we have social media. We build up our following, okay? We post it. Then, you know what? Let me say this. I read a quote from Steve Jobs, the guy that made Apple computer. He had an article on something that said the power of asking. I would ask my friends, can you post that my album is out, bro? Even if it's just on your story.
Yeah.
And I would. Ask how many rappers here that have been here that said, hey, Tony, I got a new single, I got a new album. Can you put it on your YouTube? Yeah, no problem. Where all my subscribers can watch his post with the link so they can go to his video.
Yeah.
I've done that, and I've never charged anyone, bro. Never. So to me, it's getting out there, doing all the groundwork, asking people. Do not be ashamed to ask someone, can you help me?
Getting over that pride.
Yeah, bro. So that's my thing. So today, I think it's easier, Jay.
Okay. Yeah, and I heard your last caller. I believe he was saying that he produces music as well. I just caught the last part of his call, and something that came to mind, because what he was touching on is very important. As far as somebody in the English market that's Vrsa to be able to break through, but don't you think that it takes the few good Vrsa producers that are out there to throw these rappers a bone and not necessarily throw money up front, dollar signs up front or prices up front, and say, you know what, I believe in you. You got potential, like you guys were talking about earlier. Here's a bone. Do something with it. Good luck, homie. You know what I mean? Is that something? Now let me ask you. Is that something that a Tony A or that any other producer is willing to do for these young Raza?
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I don't know about the second part, that last part of it, but I won't say that there's a few good producers as far as that being Mexican, but there's a lot of dope ass Mexican producers that make beats for dudes that you don't even realize are Mexican dudes making beats for these big ass dudes. But I'll let you speak on the next part.
My thing is this, bro. I won't speak for anybody else, but I'll speak for myself. If there was an artist that I truly believed in, and I thought that this person could take us to another level, or at least like this person could make some noise, I'd get behind them. Okay, number one, I have a platform now where we average at least 1,000 people watching every time we go live. Most Chicano rappers never perform over 500 people. Okay, I have a platform. I'll promote them here. I'll give them an interview. No problem. I'll put them on my page. I'll put them on my YouTube page. I'll put them on my Facebook page. That's something that a producer does not do. A producer just gets paid to do the beat, and that's it. So my bonus, I'm going to promote you. That's what I'm going to do. Here's what a lot of rappers don't do for themselves. And Vrsa, I'm going to say this to you, okay? I've had rappers, and Jay, I want you to listen to this. I had rappers that have literally begged me for a fucking interview, bro. Please, let me get on. And we'll never fucking post up the flyer on their fucking page. Not even put it on their fucking story.
That's crazy.
I've had rappers walk in here and I told them, I said, did you ever post up the flyer? No. Why? Well, because they don't fuck with my brand.
What?
And I said, okay, look, you've asked me for an interview. I guarantee you 1,000 people tonight. And you can't even post up the fucking flyer. I said, either you posted it right now or there's no interview. I almost have to twist these rappers' arms to promote themselves, bro.
That's crazy.
This is the generation that we're living in, bro. This is why sometimes I'm reluctant to help certain individuals, bro, because they don't even want to help themselves.
Yeah.
Because we live in a generation of entitlement. Well, you know, I have 100,000 followers. Those are fucking fake, bro. How are you going to have 100,000 followers and you have 80 likes or 50 likes?
That's true, though.
Stop, bro.
There's
Stop.
There's a lot.
You have 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, but you only have 100 people in your live chat. Stop. Anyways, there's so many ways that I can answer that, Jay.
You should have the Nelson from Simpson.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many ways that I can answer that, bro. But there's just a bunch of fucking liars. People say numbers don't lie. Now you can buy numbers. So that's my thing, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Now numbers do lie because you can fabricate them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and last question. I'll let you go. I'll let you guys wrap it up.
Take your time, bro. You're the last caller.
You know how I do. I ask real shit. I don't hold back on nothing. Let me ask you, Tony, because I'm familiar with most of your topics that you speak on.
Yes.
And something that came to mind as well with this whole YouTube shit is why is it that it's and don't take this as an offense. I'm just really curious. Why is it that it's a problem for rappers to go to YouTube and get those inexpensive beats, and we can call them that, over expensive beats. But you're okay with not paying for interviews that the people want to see, and you'll go for the inexpensive interview if we can compare interviews to beats, and we can compare YouTube to interviews.
Well, I've only had 2 guys that ever try to charge me for interviews. I've only had 2 guys. And I didn't have them on. Bro. I guess once again, Jay, just to remind you, I come from the school where we just made tailor beats for rappers. You know, if once again, let's just say that Vrsa lived in my city or the city next door, and I knew him, Tony, let's work on some beats, and I believed in you, then I'll produce you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if people want to pay for YouTube beats, then go for it. But I guess because you said you had something like 2 exclusives, right? Mm-hmm. Most people that you know, they buy lease beats, right?
Yeah.
Lease. Now, can you explain lease beats, meaning multiple people can have the same beat? Is that correct?
Yeah. As far as I know, yeah. There's many people that can have the same beat. You're just certain limitations depending on the type of lease that you get that allows you to benefit a certain amount off that specific, I don't know, $30, $50, $100 version of whatever you got.
See, and that's my thing, Jay, is this. People lease beats, meaning I could be rapping off of one beat. Vrsa could be rapping off the same beat. My boy could be rapping off the same beat. People in New York, people in Kansas, people in all the same beat.
It could be 1,000 people
on the same beat. So my thing is like this. Let us let our people, our raza, rap off some original shit, bro.
Yeah.
Something that was tailor-made for them. It may cost a pretty penny, but at least 1,000 people ain't gonna have it. And that's what makes you different. And that's what I'm shooting for.
So can we say that leasing a beat nowadays is comparable to taking a sample back in the day?
Well, in a sense, and let me explain that. Let me explain that.
Why take the sample and why not create original too?
Well, the difference is this, that I'm not going to have okay, for an example, I sampled I'm Your Puppet, okay, the original song, okay? Yeah. You know how much it cost us to clear that sample? The company paid for it, $10,000.
Agree.
10,000, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I think for Sin in the Park, it was 5,000 by Billy Stewart, okay? Or it was vice versa. But we had to pay some money. People back then knew that if I sample that, I have to pay. So it limited people who didn't have deals that couldn't rap off of that.
Yeah.
It limited people. But you also have to build the beat. Now, if you just sample it and just loop it, no. If you listen to mine, I actually added scratching. I actually added the hi-hat. I actually added a bottom beat to it. I made it my own. Even though it was loop, I made it my own. That wasn't necessarily leasing the beat because I collect royalties from that, bro. I collect royalty. People that lease beats, bro, Jay, this is what I want you to understand. People that lease beats do not collect royalties.
I got you. So you're trying to make you're trying to make rappers aware of the business and
yes, sir,
of the importance of an original beat that you have exclusive rights to.
Yes, sir.
As an artist, and that you can collect. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I get what you're coming from.
Now, Jay, let me ask you a question. Jay, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Say that you're a rapper, right? And say you downloaded 10 beats from YouTube, and they're all lease beats. They're all lease. And say you paid, I don't know, hypothetically, $500 for all 10 beats. No, $500 each beat, and you downloaded 10 of them. It's a lot of money, okay? My thing is this, I'm going to ask you this as a manager. How do you plan to recoup that? When you release it, the original producer is going to collect everything. What's the point?
So I guess it's a good. Yeah, no, I feel you. You make all the sense in the world. So I guess it's a good stepping stone for upcoming rappers. But then after a certain point, I guess they have to tighten their business end of it up.
Yes.
But okay. But to tie this all together, that's when the producer, in my opinion, comes into play. And if a producer, and if we have a handful of producers that can actually take the rapper somewhere, but if they don't make themselves that accessible, then what's the point of talking about it?
Well, you know
what I mean? So I would like to, I would like to put that out now for any producers that are listening. Work with these youngsters, man.
Yeah.
Because if they grow, you grow. And And if we're talking about the raza, if we're talking about pushing each other, then that's what it's gonna take. It's not gonna take seeing these rappers as just dollar signs and just taking the studio time or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I get it. There's an investment for the producer, an initial investment for equipment, maybe a place or whatnot. But I would like to put that out at this moment, and you know, for producers that are listening right now, you know what I mean? To throw them a bone in a sense of work with them. You know what I mean? Don't set your price for a beat, and this is what the beat costs, and this is what it's gonna take, and give me my money. I have not, you know what I mean? That's what it's gonna take. It sounds like that's what it's gonna take.
It is, bro. And look, let me tell you something. You have to have a budget. If you want good shit, you're gonna have to have money. If you want a nice car, I mean, can you imagine going to a Mercedes and say, "Hey, can you do it for the culture?"
A good one.
Can you imagine going to Tesla?
Yeah, I get you.
Going to Tesla and say, "Can you do it for the raza, bro?"
Jesus Christ.
But Tony, but that doesn't make sense for you to say it, bro, because I can tell you the same thing when you ask these vatos for interviews. What are you telling them? For the culture, homies. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it for the culture.
No, I don't do it for the. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. That's not the same, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't ask and I don't beg anybody for interviews. Bro.
I wasn't.
Hey, I'll tell you that right now.
I get it.
I'll tell you that right now because so when he told me about it, it took me like 3 days, and he's like, when I talked to him, he's like, oh yeah, like there's a lot of artists that underestimate like how quickly these spots get filled. So I went from going from the 16th to the 30th real quick. So he didn't beg. You can tell he was like in the hood stocks. You're a matter of fact, like this shit's gone. Like there ain't no possibility. 30th or after, really, is what it is.
Yeah. All good, Jay. Muchas gracias, carnal. I truly appreciate you calling in, homie.
Yes, sir. You guys have buenas noches. You know how.
Buenas noches, carnal. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, we out of here, bro. Come on. We can take these off.
All right.
Yes, sir.
We have a
few what? Okay. Really? Okay, go. You got to take one of them long ass Modelo pisses. So put me on here, bro, and then go ahead and read the. Show him, bro. Go ahead.
All righty. So does that mean Jay won the Taco Bell date or?
Yeah, Jay won a Taco Bell date. He gets to take you out. You guys hold hands and hug and kiss and all that shit.
Jesus Christ. All right, so
I'm only playing. Go ahead.
Jessica Carrillo dropped $5. She said, "I'm not familiar with his music, but you know what? I think we're gonna need him for this one." So I'll skip that.
All right. Yeah, let's wait for that one.
So we're going to go to Enrique Ledesma. He just became a member for 1 month.
Enrique, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hey, Tony, buenas noches to you and the team. What's your take on Yellow Hill charging $5,000 for interviews nowadays since he's been on Roadium Radio?
Well, he's been on Roadium Radio, I think, like 3 times, you know, and he's never charged me anything. So my thing with Yellow Hill is all been love, bro. So, like, I don't really know if he actually even said that. So, for me to comment on that, it'd be out of bounds, bro. Like, I don't really know it. So when I talk to Yellow Hill, I'll ask him. And if he says, yeah, then more power to him, bro. But you know what? Yellow Hill's a fucking dope-ass, fucking feeling-me-ass vato. And every time I've talked to him, bro, it's all been fucking love. So, I'm not going to, if people want to see that as good or bad, I'm not going to state my opinion because Yellow Hill's been 100 with me. So, yes, sir.
Shout out to Yellow Hill.
There's some sanitizer over there, big dog.
Get that sanitizer.
That's it?
No, there are more.
Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So regarding the Culture Original Network dropped $5 saying, regarding management, why do you fellas think Browns in music have had difficult establishing something in the likes of Death Row or Bad Boy Records?
Can I sum it up in one word?
Sure.
Hate. And I'm going to tell you why. Pablito, if you're watching, much love, much respect. I had a Pablito here. Pablito's, I'm not going to say the money that he spent, but he had all the right connections. He had the right lawyer, Sherry Heller. He had the right producers, Tony G, Julio G, etc. He had all the rappers. We're talking about late 90s. And they tried to make it work, but the rappers couldn't get along. And I'm not even going to name the rappers. They could not get along. How is it that Dre at Death Row can have Snoop, can have Tupac, can have the Dog Pound, can have Nate Dogg, Danny Boy, and they all got along and made and changed music. They changed music around the world. And then we have all the talent. We have the numbers, and we can't even get along. So I'll leave it at that.
In the words of Rodney King, can we all just get along?
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Carrillo dropped $5. She said, I'm not familiar with his music, but as a new listener, what's the number one track I should tap in with to win my ears over?
Yeah. I guess it just depends on what you like, but I'd say this last song, Payback, is a pretty solid option.
You know what? Can you give us a verse?
A verse?
Yeah.
From what? From that?
Yeah, from that, if you can.
Okay.
If you can remember, if you can remember,
yeah, I'll see if I can remember it. Okay. I'm the man up in my city, and they hate that. I've been running up the bag, and that's my payback. Why the homie acting shady with no Ray-Bans? If it's fake, it's gotta go, cause I don't play that. I need a baby that'll suck me when I lay back. I don't need you trying to love me, better save that. If it ain't really about the money, you gon' stay back. Baby, I want that income coming in while I'm sleeping. Baby, man, damn.
It's all good. It's all good. I know it's a new track. It's a new track. It's all good. So, all right, let's keep it going.
All righty. 94. I'm sorry. 94 Emmett dropped 199. He said, Tony, when are you going to have Cujo back on?
Well, thank you for reminding me. I'll call him up and we'll have him on, bro. Like, we'll literally have him on. I don't know if he smokes, but maybe we'll do something like fucking, I don't know. Well, I'll get him back on. Don't worry about it. We'll make it happen.
All right. Enrique Ledesma dropped 199. Hit a Lick Records.
Mm-hmm.
Lick Records.
El Chito.
Hit a Lick Records was owned by Pablito. And Pablito's going to be in the Chicano Rap documentary, just so you guys know. Okay, so go ahead.
El Chito dropped $4.99. Tony, would you ever be open to interviewing Cisco of PBC?
Is that the one you told?
Same guy.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
Being non-biased, he's one of the best Chicano rappers of all time.
Bro, look, let me tell you something. I don't care where he lives, bro.
Yeah.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
Let's interview him, bro.
That's right.
All right. El Mando 420 dropped $5. Not a member, but I got 5 on it.
Nah, I mean, thank you, bro. I truly appreciate you, homie.
All right. And as far as I know, that is all of them.
Okay, where's the one that you said you wanted him here? Or did you already read that?
Yeah, that one about which track would be the one to listen to. And that should be it. Thank you, everybody, for your super chats.
Okay. Thank you. Vrsa, anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to say, anything, whatever.
I mean, I guess I'll give the shout outs, and it's a lot of people to give shout outs to, so I know I'm going to forget some, but
it's all right.
Shout out to my, like I said, Padilla Sounds, my engineer, Cisco, as well. My brothers, Luis, Hector, Brian, they've always been hella supportive of my music, man. They've probably been my biggest investors, man. They've never judged me, never been like, hey, what are you doing? What are you getting into? All that stuff. So they've been big promoters of mine. Shout out to everybody that I've worked with, my boy Renee for being supportive as he is, all the homies down here, Lag, Johnny Dangerous, Fearless, who called a little while ago, Lex Lucrative, JR, Man, everybody that's helped me out along the way, man, because I know artists and myself in my music, I'll sometimes say, like, I did this by myself, but it really, that's furthest from the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people along the way that help you out, whether it's financially, hooking you up, looking out for you, all that stuff, man. So anybody that I've missed, man, just know that you're in my heart. That's it.
Go ahead, bro. By the way, my headphones just moved a little while ago.
Oh, don't say that.
Slow Kids drop $5. You, Tony, let's take a shot. Cheers.
Oh, hey, shout out to Tony.
There you go.
Shout out to Tone.
Oh, you out. Take that shot. Take that shot. All right, 94 MA drop $199. Versa, keep doing your thing. Rep that TC proud.
Gracias, big dog.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, you give your shout outs already, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Go
Tom,
ahead,
can I add something to earlier the guy was talking about charging for interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people also have to remember that this is not a record, this is not a song, this might not hit millions of views, and this is mostly to promote yourself. It's not it's somewhat for our gang, but not all completely, because we've done a lot of interviews here, and after they do interviews here, and we had callers come in and call in today saying that most of the people that they've heard of came through Roadium Radio. So that's my 2 cents on it. Like, I just feel like if you're gonna charge for an interview, that's cool and everything, but there's a lot of people out here willing to do it for free to promote themselves.
Can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
Man, even if I was on a higher status, I'll say right now I would never charge this man, just because, like I said, what I've looked into you, man, you being so important to the cultivation and just the growth of this West Coast rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what your contribution is can never be minimized. You know what I'm saying? You're a motherfucking legend, big dog. I appreciate you, big dog.
Thank you, Carnal.
Yes,
I truly appreciate you, homie.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Other than that, let me give a shout out to, once again, my son B-SKANLESS, the hip hop Jedi. I also want to give a shout out to News with Norbies, my boy Norbies. He's a Taco Bell lover. And Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Tomorrow I will be at a dispensary. Okay, we're gonna go live at 3:00, and we're gonna be interviewing people that are buying the weed at this dispensary. What is it? As a Rose Mod? You know what's a matter of fact? Let me look at it right now, real fast. No. Oh shit! I'm gonna give you guys the address right now. It is 1733 Sierra Highway, Rosemont, California, 93560. I will be there tomorrow for about 3 hours. Dre's son is going to be right next to me, okay? And he's going to be DJing. Actually, his name is Tyler Young. He's going to be sitting right next to me, and me and my boy Norby is going to be right there, and we're going to be podcasting live at 3:00. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 3:00 at his dispensary. I don't fucking smoke weed, but I'll probably get a contact. But I will be podcasting live tomorrow at a dispensary. Any dispensaries want to hire me to podcast from your place, hit me up. Roadium Radio is now mobile. So let's go. Other than you got to have internet connection. So other than that, let me thank my moderators. Once again, Magic Girl, thank you very much for moderating. Everybody who's a part of my team. And Carnal, how do you want me to give you a shout out? Notorious One is in the motherfucking building. He has a nice little gimbal over there, and he has a nice little camera, the Sony camera over there, taking nice pictures. Hopefully he DMs them to me, and So once again, much love. You know what? My last shout out is this. I want to thank everybody on the live chat, and those of you who weren't on the live chat. I want to thank all my members. And I want to thank all the looky-loos, people that just tuned in, just to tune in. Roadium Radio wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So thank you, and I truly appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys continue to tune in. Much love, much respect. If you guys do not follow me on Tony Vision on YouTube, or follow me on Tony the Wiz on Instagram. Tony the Wiz, that's my new page. Thank you guys. Much love, much respect. See you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock. If you guys ever want a shout out, just DM me. Follow me on Instagram, but make sure you guys follow me. Ask me for a shout out and I'll give you guys a shout out. Okay. See you guys tomorrow, and then I'll see you guys Wednesday. And then if you guys miss Freaky Tales, make sure you guys go check out Freaky Tales. And if you guys know anything about the image that I show on there, make sure you guys give us some info on that in the comment section. Much love, much respect. We out of here. Thank you.